Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. This is the 8th episode of our campaign. We are a bunch of average people playing a chaotic and awesome game. Check out our most recent Insight Check stream because, ooh, that was a fun one. It's now up on YouTube. We pretty much had everyone except for Jeff, because he's not in town. But hopefully he'll be back soon, so then he can join us on all of these cool things. In the meantime, we have Pusheen Mel to, just be there for him and be that placeholder that he needs.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks, Mel.
MVP?
And with a smile.
Mel
always.
is the silent type.
We need one of those.
The silent someone who's just gonna sit there and just chill.
Just let things happen.
Yeah. Okay, so concerning the insight check, though, we had a lot of really fun questions and things that got answered, and they were, I would say, very thought-provoking. But what does need more mentioning, if you missed it, is that we are now partnering with Dungeon Depths, and you can find more of their information in our Twitch panel. And I'm also wearing a shirt from them. I'm the Dungeon Master.
Wow.
And it points right to your face, so
It
there's
points
no
right to
confusion.
my face.
Without the arrow, it might be like, there's a Dungeon Master
Ooh.
around, but who is it?
Who did?
Yeah, I really like the shirt, and the quality is nice.
It's really soft.
Fits nice, yeah. Anyways, so we are now partnering with them, so we're doing giveaways and things. Speaking of our giveaway that we're having, we will be announcing the winner after our first break. So you guys can stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully you win.
Woo.
You being one person. Obviously all of you can't win.
Damn. Can I win?
No.
Nope, you can't win.
Dang it.
Also, we super appreciate the support that you guys have been giving us recently. I mean, and just throughout all of this. I really appreciate it. If you're looking for more ways to help us out, we always take donations as far as putting things towards making it a better experience for all of you and putting out more content and stuff. And spread the word. Like, word of mouth is super powerful. It is. That's a 9th level spell.
Damn it, I was gonna say
Oh
it.
my god.
That's good.
We have two equally, big nerds at the table, clearly.
Yes. So, tell friends, maybe post something on social media, make sure that you're following us, retweet, whatever. We need your help, and we appreciate anything that you guys can help us out with. I think we're ready.
Hey.
Okay. So, last time on Shadows of Zethris, Tatiana has embarked on this monastic trial to hopefully gain a power that will help her defeat Bisno, the demon that destroyed her monastery. This trial led you all to the peak of the Misty Mountains, where you came in contact with this large light blue dragon. And at first, you tried to have an initial barter with him for an item that you came there seeking. That didn't turn out how you wanted it to. And he then seemed to attack you, but you then found yourself in a different place, Tatiana. And as you kind of stood up in this cave now, you ventured through this area until you found Lute performing in a nightclub. And as these guests that he was performing to didn't like his performance and they were getting ravenous, you managed to save him and just take him away from there. But you did notice that he didn't remember you, and his memories weren't really there. as you guys continued walking, you came to a field outside with just like dead crops everywhere, and a lot of people that were just surrounding Sumiko. They were blaming her for all of these things, and she seemed really hurt. You guys fought them off. You
Poor baby.
You Sumiko out of that situation, and you also made a faceless scarecrow friend along the way. Companion, person who's following you.
This was for friend, faceless.
No, this is for like the fact that we definitely didn't hurt him.
Oh yeah. Nobody got confused and beat up my new scarecrow friend.
Yes.
Or stalker. Literally.
He's a corn stalker.
So then, you all continued walking, and you kind of got to this gorge, which led to a lake. At the bottom of this lake, there was a transparent, like, pod that was holding Virion. You saw that inside of the pod was kind of like a Feywild-like environment, and you found a way inside. But you now see that Virion is surrounded by these bunnies. They seem to be friends with him. However, they seem very antagonistic towards you all. And as you went to speak to him, he seems like very defensive. The bunnies surrounded Virion and tried to protect him, but he stepped up.
Seemingly.
He stepped up to protect them, and that is where we will start. And it's a good thing that you guys rolled initiative already, because we will be going right into combat.
Ooh.
I don't know what to do.
Oh no.
I don't want to hurt the bunnies, but I also don't want to get attacked.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Okay.
Nobody wants to hurt the bunnies.
Or do we?
I kind of want to hurt the bunnies.
So, looking at all of this happening, you can see that Virion looks like he is prepared to attack, and the other bunnies are kind of surrounding him, moving closer and closer. Sumiko, you're up first.
Oh, of course. I don't want to attack anybody.
You were the one who said you wanted to keep your initiative roll.
I sure did. Doesn't mean I have to attack anybody.
It's a good roll.
Yeah, it was your net 22, wasn't it?
Keep in mind, you don't have to attack. You can do,
Yeah,
you can do
I'm gonna
anything
do
you
something
want
else.
to on your turn. But what will it be?
Can I just ready a dodge? So
Sure.
I can like avoid a bunny, but I'm not trying to like hurt the bunnies.
Or you can just use the dodge action.
Well, there's nothing to dodge yet.
Grapple hug.
Well, the dodge action would give anything that attacks you disadvantage for the entire turn.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll just stay where I am. I'm not gonna. If anything, maybe I could go back further.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go closer to the.
Where do you want to go?
Like 4 squares back.
I didn't realize we were. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not trying to get up and
What's
close.
that right in front of Virion and the bunnies?
That is just a bridge.
Man, I
Like
wish you
a
had
wooden bridge.
evil bunny minis so bad right now. Okay.
Okay, so kind of just looking at the field, surveying, you kind of just get yourself in a ready stance and just take a couple steps back, preparing yourself for anything that comes your way. That goes straight into loot. You just see Sumiko backing up.
Sweet. Looking at this dragonborn that I don't super recognize, that looks like 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic as a level 4 on Virion. see if it does anything. 'Cause
Battle over. Just kidding.
I feel like
If you can,
Miriam still feels bored about
if you can explain to me why your character would use Dispel Magic,
Okay.
then I'll let you do it.
the reason I would do it is because
Because you don't know Virion.
I don't know this person, and
it
I know
there,
it myself.
there isn't any like magical effect or anything on
Right.
him. So
The
if
re-
you can explain it to me, I'll let you do it.
The main reason I am doing it is because she thinks that this person is their friend. He's coming towards us with a hostile intention, also claiming that I have done something hostile, which I am a very anti-hostile person. I try to do everything to avoid it.
You got it.
Got it. Sweet. So I'm going to try to do that. At the same time as while I'm doing this, I look over to Tatiana. Tatiana, guide us through this. Bardic Inspiration.
Sweet. And that's a D4?
D10.
D10. For 10 minutes.
Also,
10 to 10, 10.
Miss Tanya Pickles gifted you a reroll. So at any point, you can reroll a D20 for any of your checks.
That's
You
good,
have-
because I have disadvantage
have
on
one.
everything right now.
You do only get one though, and you have to use the second roll.
Yep.
Ooh.
But
I have
you-
disadvantage
sticks.
right now on everything, so anything will be helpful.
So that would help.
Yeah.
My 2 points of exhaustion.
So if you have a
Save
super
for
bad
a
roll,
1 or a 2 or something.
Yeah, definitely saving it for something awful.
and I think
Thank you, Tanya Pickles. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you're looking to cast Dispel Magic.
yes.
I need you to make your spellcasting mod is Charisma, correct?
Correct.
I need you to roll a D20
Okay.
and add your Charisma modifier to it.
Sumiko uses her reroll for loot. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You can if you want to.
No, I need to. I feel like I'm gonna need
This
it.
is a nat 1.
What if I get a nat one? I have disadvantage. You don't have disadvantage
I
on
just-
anything.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to help poor little Loot out,
Can I
and he's
add
gonna like
Bardic Inspiration?
I inspire myself.
Man, first
You
first
inspire
nat
me
one of the
and then I
game.
inspire you back.
gonna
I'm
go
sorry. I
ahead
have
and,
to save it.
F that.
Well,
Okay, so
that didn't work.
Sumiko also doesn't know who you are right now, so.
Yeah,
Reach-
you're like
reach
backed
your-
up and
your
not
hand-
feeling
your hand out.
particularly helpful.
as you reach your hand out and kind of try and sense like what magical effect is coming over him, you feel like there's something, but you just can't dispel it.
Sweet. That's fun. Bummer. Okay.
All right, so that is your action and your bonus action. Do you want to do any movement?
Realizing that I might be out of my league, I'm gonna step behind Tatiana.
You kind of just shuffle, kind of move right behind her.
Like, well, that didn't work.
Great.
You got
Okay.
this.
Then that goes into one of the first bunnies. My bunnies.
You're evil bunnies.
And my bunny minions.
You're timeout, Dice.
My
New one.
bunions. Oh, no, they're not bunions. They're not bunions.
Bunions.
It's because your dice aren't teal enough.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh
I
no.
don't have any health right now.
Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm hiding behind you.
So 3 of them are coming over to attack, and 2 of them stay and just defend you, Virion. They kind of look over. We got you, Virion.
Oh no.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I raise my arms menacingly, like I'm actually commanding them to do something.
To answer your question,
What's the question? Okay.
okay. Never mind that. I'll handle that in chat. So, this first bunny is going to make an attack at you, Tatiana.
No.
Oh no.
Alright, it doesn't. It attacks
It attacks the other one.
No.
It attacks that delicious clover.
Don't make that face.
It's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh!
Let's use a reroll
Well,
on the DM.
GG. I was not prepared for this test.
Oh no,
Apparently.
oh no, your health is low.
Yeah,
No.
it's hella low.
Oh no, I thought mine
Our
was low.
viewers should help us out
I'm
and
boned.
prevent these nat 20s.
I'm boned.
That's gonna be a nat 20. Okay.
Oh,
so,
no.
luckily they
It's
don't.
a bunny.
They don't
what,
hit.
What can happen?
What could go wrong?
Unless it's a Monty Python bunny, then you're fucked.
They are
Sorry.
Monty Python
By the
bunnies.
way, Johnny is using that 50.
Oh no!
He
Johnny
is using
Midnight.
that to give me 2 rerolls.
Oh no! No!
So yeah.
Our anti-supporter in a way.
That's funny.
supporting the stream by supporting Jordan.
Oh no!
All right. So this first rabbit, it's a small blue rabbit. It just bites into your side, like your left thigh. You're going to take 13 points of piercing damage
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Oh no!
from
Your
a crit.
bunnies are so
Could
nice.
have been a lot worse.
Oh no!
The
He's-
second one, and Miss Tanya Pickles makes it so that my first 4 rolls have -4.
Okay.
Thank
So-
you.
Yes.
I was gonna say, is that bad?
That second attack is gonna miss.
So much.
Now we're going to go into the last bunny.
Oh no!
Tanya Pickles. That's not gonna hit.
Good.
Okay. And then he's gonna attack you, Luke. 14.
Does not hit.
Flame
I
Tanaya.
feel like there's like
And now that is
some
done.
divine intervention in the situation as I'm like really hurting and there's 2 more bunnies coming at me and they just totally miss me. I'm like, thank you, whatever God is watching out for me.
It would have been a 22, and it went down to an 18,
Oh.
all because
Cheers.
of Miss Tanya Pickles.
Miss Tanya Pickles.
Okay,
Our Lord
so
and Savior.
you can kind of just see that these bunnies are just running around and just trying to just nip at you.
Oh no!
You can see that they have these just long fangs that almost extend outside of their mouths.
messed
That's
up.
going to be their turns,
Oh no!
which
Scary
goes straight
bunnies.
into your turn, Tatiana.
Okay, well, so I've just watched both of my companions poof behind me. I don't even know where they are. And then these bunnies come straight at me. I'm like, is this really happening to me right now? So I'm just gonna be like, seriously, you guys, and use my use stillness of mind. No, wholeness of body. So, yeah.
What'd that do?
That's gonna give me 33 HP back.
What?
So,
Use your action to just like center yourself, and you
I'm
can
just
you
like,
can see
hell no. Okay.
you can see as like this shining light comes off of her body, like some of these scars, some places where she's bleeding, they just start to close. What else you do?
Dope.
That's my action. So, frack. Let's see. Can I still do an unarmed strike as a bonus action, or does that have to be on the back of an action
You have to attack during your action to do that.
as an attack? Okay.
Mhm.
I guess I will use patient defense then. So I'll spend a key point and take the dodge action as
Okay.
a bonus.
So looking at these 3 around you, you just kind of center yourself and
I'm like,
prepare.
I'm gonna get through this.
Is that it, or do you want to move at all? Are you good?
No, I'm gonna stay put.
Cool. I'm
I'm
just
good.
asking. That goes straight into your turn, Virian.
Okay. I'm going to. My bunnies are up there protecting me. I'm gonna hidden path
Okay.
right here-ish.
Oh,
This one's good.
getting so close.
Yeah, I am getting close. And I'm gonna.
That was your bonus action, right?
Yeah, bonus action. I'm gonna say, you are not welcome Iberian's retreat, where my dreams become your reality.
Whoa.
You will not receive a personal comfort bunny. And then I'll inhale, and I'll just exhale my dragon breath
Okay.
in a 15-foot cone
Oh god.
in front of me.
This is poison, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as he just kind of breathes in, you just see just this poison just jet out of him. I need you to make a dex save.
Dex saves.
I have resistance. Does that mean I can get advantage?
I think all
Unless
of
you
you
have
do.
advantage as a
Maybe-
warrior.
maybe not,
Warforged,
maybe not.
I have resistance to poison. I don't know what that means.
Resistance to poison means you take half damage.
Oh, cool.
If you have advantage on, I'm sorry, if you have like an advantage on the checks related to poison, or advantage against that, then that'd be something different.
It just says resistant to poison.
Okay.
I'll look into it later.
Then go ahead and make the dex save for me. This is a straight line or a cone?
It's a cone.
Okay, well you don't take poison damage, do you?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
But I just see evil things.
Right.
So I'm just
Like,
like,
you
"Wah."
die, but it just doesn't
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah.
18.
That passes.
You breathe in
So you
the
take-
poison.
Not
You, you still
Very
take
good.
half damage, which I guess would be a quarter for you at this point. That's all very low, so that's good. 6, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Okay, so you would have taken 5.
Yep.
Now you're gonna take 2.
So. Ouch.
Oh, because he's resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of put your arms up. Most of it just kind of washes off of your body, but it does hurt just like a little bit.
Damage my clothing.
And then I'm gonna
Jerk.
see that it doesn't really
Make my clothing burn.
hurt. And then I'm just, oh god,
Yeah,
so shaky.
you also, like, looking at Tatiana, you saw that she didn't even move as she's, like, waiting. She looks over as it hits her, and she just, like,
Just breathe through it.
and breathes.
That's
you
unsettling.
see that it doesn't even... yeah.
I'm gonna run away 30 feet. straight back toward my guardian rabbits.
She licks her
Just on a
wrist.
straight line, yeah.
Delicious.
30 feet.
Yep.
Okay. You're now in some water. So there's little pockets
have
of
another.
water here.
Okay.
So that just counts as difficult terrain, so you'd only be able to make it here.
Is there a path around the water? I couldn't see the water.
Yeah, it would just be going around your
Okay.
bunnies.
Around the bunnies.
We'll say you can make it here.
Okay. That works. And that's it.
Okay, I want you to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom! 17.
Okay. Cool. So now it is the top of the round again. Sumiko, you are up.
Oh man.
You see that Virion has just attacked them.
Was I able to see it? Like he did like a hidden path thing. Does that just make him go from one place to another place? And then...
hidden path is him just opening this small portal, stepping through it, appearing over here. But you saw him breathe out, this poison out of his mouth.
It was really pretty because it's a big puff of pink smoke.
What are you doing?
I'm really confused in this situation, and I don't want to get further involved. But if the only two people I'm with are being attacked, I guess I'm gonna shoot an orb at the person who just shot at them, because I can do that within 60 feet. So I can go even further back and then do it.
Wonderful.
I want to go back as far as I can before I do that.
Oh no.
I just have to be within 60 feet, so I'm pretty sure I'm good.
So he goes like,
The
help
camera,
him,
the camera doesn't even catch you.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just gonna have you here, and for the
Pretend.
purpose of everything else, you're actually here.
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, so I don't feel like fixing, making that right now.
I guess I'm gonna use my reroll now because I literally rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh,
Even with disadvantage.
your reroll is not with disadvantage.
You just roll one more.
You just roll one more and
you get
take
to
it.
use
Oh. 19.
That's good.
Hey.
Because I rolled
So
a 10.
you're hitting him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That does
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh wait, I use a
And
D8
what-
now.
What damage type are you using? Necrotic, Radiant, Ice.
Radiant, I guess. And that's 11 points.
Okay.
And then
You just see this orb of light that your bunnies narrowly escape as they jump out of the way. As it hits you, it kind of just pushes you back a little bit as it like bores into your body.
do I see that it does
burns.
something?
Huh?
Does it look like it's
Yes.
doing something? Okay, well, I'm gonna do another one.
How much damage was that again?
11.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Right now we're not
How you doing,
friends.
buddy?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
Dang, if only I didn't have disadvantage because I did roll a nat 20.
Oh.
But I still rolled a 12, so it'll be a 21.
That's the
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Luckily you didn't get that.
I mean, it's so good.
It is a good.
It's like I'm happy
then
for you. I'm worried for Virian. Very
Another
complex feeling.
11 points. I'm
Why
sorry.
does our DM love for us to attack each other?
I'm just thinking about that. Like our first episode.
This is not the first time.
And then my bonus
It won't be the
action.
last.
My bonus action would be one more.
Okay.
Which will be a 22.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I want to say that I appreciate your role playing here.
I know, this is not something I would do in real life.
This is what my character would do. I appreciate it.
9 points. I'm sorry.
So you were just getting pelted with these, and as soon as you kind of recover from the next one, you look up and there's another. After a while, you kind of like shake them off, and the burn, the internal burn, like fades, and you're hurting a little bit.
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
A little bit. Are you what? Yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeller.
All right, Sumiko. Is there anything else that you want to do? I think you have a little bit of movement left. At least like 20 feet, 15 feet. So if you
I
want to
mean,
move,
we can
move
just go
away.
this way. I mean, why not? Just far away.
Okay.
Cool. But
This
still
is-
like the backwards way, right? Yeah. Cool.
So this is water, but you run on water, so that doesn't act as
Yep.
difficult terrain for you.
Am I standing in it then? Is it like deep water?
Yeah, it's about, I'd say, between your ankle and your knee. It's like shin deep.
Okay.
So at this point, you're now sunk. Sunk.
Right. I was just
But you ran
thinking
over
about
to it.
like obviously if I would have ran onto it and then I stop and I'm like 20 feet in water or something.
Oh yeah, it's not that deep.
Okay.
All right, Lute, you're up.
All right.
You did see Sumiko like, you just saw the. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. So saying that, I'm like, well, guess this is happening. Looking at
We're doing
the
this.
Evil bunnies in front of me, or what appear to be bunnies, I yell at the one closest to me and tell him, "Be gone, you evil hare!" I say with vicious mockery.
Okay.
That was decent. 5, 8, 11.
So this is the one closest to you.
Mm-hmm. And
Do they make any kind of save or anything?
Good question. Wisdom.
Wisdom. That's going to be a 6.
Nope.
So what happens?
They take 11 points of psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Not bad. Okay.
Evil bunnies.
And
Anything
then,
else that you want to do?
yeah, I'm hurting. I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself as a level 1. Oh, really? Gross. Okay.
What do you say
So
to
little.
What do you say to yourself?
He'll be okay, Lute.
Did you just hear this behind you, Tatiana? How
And
much?
then I'm like, oh,
8.
that's where he is. Well, I guess I would have heard him when he was like, be gone, you evil hair, or whatever.
Alright, there we go. 8 points of healing. I'm slightly better. Am I in the green yet?
It looks like
Nope.
you are yellow now.
Yeah.
Yay.
There we go.
You still have some more damage to
They
take.
managed to
I do.
just heal enough.
Yeah, just enough. I was in the
Maybe
red.
it's not updating yet. It's showing you as 72.
Yeah, I can't edit it for some reason.
Okay, well, I'll let you figure that out. Okay. Luke,
What are
is
you
that
supposed to
everything?
be at?
Just trying to get.
Or do you want to move or anything?
Oh,
I want to leave Tatiana alone
For the
because
magic
like
touch.
apparently.
she seems like a cool person.
But
I am going to
Wait,
menacingly
just
pull out my
do
rapier
this.
as if I'm going to attack.
okay, so you kind of
You're like,
Pull it
I'm
out.
tough.
Yeah.
Good.
just make an intimidation check for me.
Oh, can do that. What's my modifier for that?
1,000,000.
Nice.
25.
Ooh.
All right, so you kind of take it out,
I'm imagining a very
give them
Zorro.
a menacing look and everything. All right, now that your turn is up, this goes back into the bunnies. So this first one is going to come over and just focus on you because you hurt him.
Maybe.
So they do have disadvantage. Ooh,
Oh no.
it wasn't nat 20.
Oh,
but
no.
you brought it down to an 18.
Does not hit.
I mean, before modifiers.
Oh,
I'm
Then it hits.
Don't give us hope like that.
You monster.
I'm
Come on, man.
Like I rolled a 20 and an 18. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be just 10 points of piercing damage.
Yay, all that healing I just did.
This one like jumps on top of you, and just starts like chomping on your shoulder.
Oh. Did it break a
Ow.
tooth?
That's a fair question. He like bites into jacket.
or shale.
Some
Or
really
shell.
sharp teeth. I would say it's part of where your stone stops,
Oh, no.
and it's like your bark
Oh,
area
no.
of your neck. Okay, so that's that one. This one is just going to move up just a little bit and start attacking you again, Tatiana.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right, so it's going to be a 15 on the first hit.
No.
Oh.
No.
Just like smack the bunny back.
No. No. Okay, second one's gonna come in, try and attack. Ooh, it's gonna be a 7.
That gets me.
All right, so both those are not gonna hit, which
Damn,
leads
bunnies.
into these here.
Oh.
This one's going to move past you. As it does, it's like pushing you out of the way. This is the one that doesn't have a right arm. It's like hobbling along, and it hops. It like pushes you. It's like, Miriam, no!
Oh no.
Gets in front of you.
That was so messed
We need someone to draw this whole
that's
scene.
going to be their turn, which goes straight into Tatiana.
Oof! What am I gonna do now?
Oh no.
Okay.
You're like surrounded.
All the bunnies.
Honestly, how many of them are within range that, like, if I move, they get to attack me? All of them right now?
Yes.
Cool.
You can always,
Alright.
I think you can disengage as a bonus, I believe,
You know what? You're right.
for one of your
Can.
way of the open hand things.
I can disengage as a bonus. I like that. So I'm trying to find where it is, but I do remember that being a thing. So I'm gonna disengage as a bonus. I'm gonna run past all of the bunnies, and I'm gonna tackle Virion.
You're going to tackle him?
In
Okay.
attempt to grapple him. I'm gonna say, Virion, I'm your friend. Knuckle him to the ground.
Okay, so it's Step of the Wind, so
Yeah.
it would just cost 1 key point.
Got it.
And your jump distance is doubled if you wanted to do that. Yeah.
Sure, I just leap over everybody and I don't want to hurt you. Wrap my arms around him.
Okay.
I've learned from my experience with loot, like maybe try something other than punching first.
So go ahead and make a grapple check for me.
Okay.
This is going to be your
right?
athletics, and you can choose athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's a bad one.
Let's add this.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
What you got?
I got 8.
11!
Okay.
Yay! Thank you, Loot,
So
for
as you
inspiring me.
see Tatiana just kind of jumping over the bunnies, they're like, she just grabs you, and you're like trying to get your staff and like whack her with it, but she gets your hands too tight and brings you to the floor. What do you want to do?
Is that considered an attack?
Yes,
Okay.
but you
so-
have extra attack.
Yeah, so, how do I want to do this? I'm just going to, I don't know.
Do whatever you're thinking about doing.
Oh, no.
I'd say do it.
Good.
Whatever you're thinking of doing, it's probably gonna be funny.
Or ask whatever.
Just go ahead and do it.
It's not, I'm just trying to decide how to try and stunning strike him in a friendly way.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Shit.
So, I'll just be like, Variant, this is for your own good, and I'm just gonna smack him upside the head, kind of like a mom would
Huh?
for,
What
like, yeah, anyway. Whap.
Back of the hand or front of the hand?
Front of the hand.
Okay.
Is this the front? Yeah, this is to back
Yeah.
hand. Yeah, just smack upside the head.
Back of the hand when you know you really messed up.
That's gonna
You
be...
get advantage also because he is prone right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my first roll was better.
And this is an unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike. So it's gonna be 23.
Yeah.
And then for stunning strike, he needs to make a save.
Constitution save.
Con save.
Con save, yeah.
21.
No! Well, you're not stunned.
You feel like this energy course through your body, and you just like resist it.
But you do take damage. My low damage, which seems appropriate. Well, you'll take 5 damage.
You're gonna take 5 points of damage.
Okay. Cool.
I think his tablet just doesn't like his finger. He goes to touch it, it doesn't work. I touch it, it opens up.
Sumiko's the magic touch.
Clearly.
The touch
Okay.
of death. So you took 5 points.
Alright, I'm just gonna say, Virian, please recognize me, and I'm gonna hug grapple him. I'm just like, no.
What do I hear?
I'm trying to be like affectionate and also keep you from attacking me.
Can you speak Infernal?
No.
You just hear like low pitched guttural like growls and moans. Like
Do we also hear that? Or we just hear her normally?
you just hear her normally.
Okay.
And then as soon as she says that, you then see like her claws coming in and just like squeezing you.
I was like, oh god.
I don't want to hurt Virian.
All right. Speaking of which, Virian, it is your turn now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hidden path right out of there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like 60 feet Over to Loot's right. Well, 60 feet from where I am, over to Loot's right. So,
Just show that to me.
okay. Like. Oh, that's flashlight.
Wrong button.
My bad. Right there, maybe?
Okay.
Just within range.
And I'm
You
gonna.
just kind of leaving
Yeah.
leaving some
I like-
smoke behind you.
Yep.
And you land in that same like knee. This water is like knee deep.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about water. I'm just gonna lift my staff like that, right there, and then conjure 2 giant toads.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need some more things.
Oh, I got these 2 right here.
Oh, you do?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Unplanned.
Where'd you like them to be?
It's
I
become
want one directly
forest
behind Loot
creature fight.
and one beside
Grab.
Sumiko.
Yes.
That's
I'm ready
Okay.
to punch
We'll
it.
see now though. This might change my
Wait,
mind.
how far out can you put that? Because I'm also further back than where I am right there.
Oh, that's true. I think I
Just,
can
just
only.
asking.
She's 60 feet back from Loot.
Yeah,
I don't think I can summon it that far away. I think it's only like 30 feet.
that's what I was wondering. Not trying to ruin it, but I am further back.
But I do want to ruin it.
But I do want to
I don't
ruin
want
your
it
plans.
back.
Actually, it is 60 feet, so I can cast it way back.
Okay.
Ways we go.
Just
You need
wondering.
just that, boss man?
Oh, I think I got it.
Oh.
Got it.
That glare.
I guess that works.
Yep. With how far you guys are back. It's a little crooked, but you know, at least we can see.
Okay. I'm just going to command them to protect the retreat. And it says I have to roll initiative for them.
Do you want to just have them go on your turn?
Does that mean they go right now? Or next turn?
They would just go next turn.
I think I'd rather roll for them, if that's the case.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get these things out of my retreat. This is my land.
Actually, no. We'll say that, yeah, they can act right now, and they would just go on your turn. So that makes it
Okay.
a lot easier.
Okay. If that is the case, I'm going to have both of them perform grapple checks, or perform grapple attacks on Loot and Sumiko.
You can go ahead and roll for them.
Okay.
Do we get to roll like
Yes.
acrobatics against it?
And you can roll athletics or acrobatics, whichever one that you want. These
Acrobatics.
large toads are just and trying to grab you with their tongues, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So what do we got on the loot check?
I got a 14.
22.
Dang.
Did not.
And then 5.
Nimble.
14.
Okay.
They are not
What's that?
strong.
So you just like pop off its tongue.
Yeet.
It hits the water, makes like a slosh sound, and kind of reels it back. And as for you, you just kind of like grab it and throw it away. No.
I want it.
What else do you want them to do? Because that was both of their actions.
Yeah. Just gonna have this one just position itself slightly in front of the lady. And
Could I have tried
that's-
to grab its
like
tongue
here?
when it went at me?
Yeah, just in between us.
I would say no, with how fast it was.
And
Those
slippery.
tongues go so fast and slippery. If you ready yourself though, then you probably could.
Ready for tongue grab.
So it kind of all happened at once. Like this toad is just summoned in front of you, and tongue.
Gotcha.
Hate it when that.
Anything else? Hate it when
God.
there's just random toads
And tongue.
and tongue.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to like in between the toads, like betwixt the toads.
The toads? The
Yes.
toads or the toads? Or the
So
toads.
this would be
toads
10.
Of the toads.
15,
Betwixt the toads.
20,
A poem
25.
by Varian.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
All
all we wanna do.
right. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh, advantage this time, yes. 23.
23. Okay. Looking around, a lot of this doesn't seem right. Like, you feel very, very confused, and all of a sudden it doesn't feel like you're fighting enemies. But you do see that, you know, your friends, the bunnies, are going against these other people. As you look over at Tatiana, as she's like picking herself up off the ground, you can see that she doesn't appear to look like the same demonic form that you saw before. She just appears to be herself.
But I still don't know who even that is.
No.
Okay.
That's that. Top of the round, Sumiko.
I want to try and punch the frog in front of me and grab its tongue.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. But I don't know what I roll for that.
So first you're going for a punch, right?
Well, I don't know if its mouth is open, so I figured I'd have to punch it to like maybe get its mouth open to be able to get the tongue.
Let's try that.
Okay. But I don't know what I'm rolling. But it was a nat 1, so my first punch is unsuccessful. I will try to punch again.
Exhaustion.
Oh man.
I don't know what is this just an attack roll?
This will be an unarmed strike.
Okay. Then it would be a 14.
Does that hit?
Yes.
It sure does.
Okay. So you're trying to pop it in the mouth. Hopefully it opens up a little bit.
And then I'm gonna grab its tongue.
Go ahead and roll damage for the
Oh.
punch.
It'll be a 8.
So 8 damage to that first toad. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like.
I'm gonna grab its tongue and tie it in a knot.
So first, let's have you make a grapple check.
Okay. That's athletics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But for
I rolled
this-
another nat 20 and I can't use them. It
Be such a cool nat 20.
sucks. It's a 13.
For this, I would say trying to grab the tongue itself would be acrobatics.
Oh, well that totally changes it then. Because that makes it a 21.
Okay. And I'll say you reach in, and you now have your hands on the tongue.
Yeah.
Now, it would take your bonus action to try and tie it.
Cool. Will do.
Okay. Then I would like for you to roll me a survival check.
Okay. Oh my god! I rolled a nat 1!
Oh.
Why is it I can only roll 20s or 1s?
So I'd say as you're trying to like tie it, the tongue is just moving and the toad's like so it's just hard to really pin it down and get the best way to tie it. You do still have
the tongue in my
tongue
hand.
in your hands.
Cool, I'll try again next time.
The grapple is still there,
Cool.
and that'll be your turn, which goes straight into loot.
I think that's impressive
Okay.
considering I have no strength.
You hear a lot of toad noises behind you. Ravenous bunnies in front,
Yep.
toads right behind.
This is also a large creature, so it's like.
Giant toad.
So looking at Tatiana, are you sure he's our friend?
Absolutely. Stop him, but please don't.
I take
Kill him.
a heavy sigh, look inwards upon myself, and cast polymorph as a great giant 8, one of the two, giant 8.
Okay. So this I'm definitely gonna have to. Oh, I have another one. Sweet.
I can't.
I'm gonna get
This
a blue,
makes
a
no
blue
sense.
one.
Yeah, I
Like way more animals than
We have
people on the
bunnies,
field.
frogs, And a giant ape.
Welcome to Varian's Retreat.
The world of random animals.
Oh my
And
god.
plants.
Oh wait, before I do change though, I do say, where is it? No, it wasn't. It was actually really stupid. I'm not saying it anymore.
What?
It was about hot croco.
Go.
I need for
Was there
you
gonna be a
to
crocodile?
No, because like
giant,
Toad's
huge,
croak.
huge,
Oh,
large.
God.
It's huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
I need you to give me a dex save.
Okay. Hey, 21, I think.
21.
Checking my stats.
Jeez, so many circles.
Okay.
Wait, dex save?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then it's 25.
I will
Still
say as you polymorph, you're kind of so large that you like take force damage from being in the other creature's space.
Okay.
But since you passed your save, you're only going to take half.
Sweet. Oh yeah, I gotta track health now.
So you're going to take 8 points of force damage.
Q.
All right. So polymorph was your action.
Yep.
What else you got?
Dang, that was my action. I am going to come over and look. Dang it. That is my action. Alright, I'm going to loom over Grian.
Okay.
Loom. I like that. That was a bonus action. I loom.
Yeah.
So he just kind of
Menacingly.
he just turns into this great ape and then just turn around and just look at you.
I do have a wide smile on me, though.
Doesn't make it better.
Smiling giant ape over you now. Cool.
Wait. As a bonus action, can I dance?
Sure.
Okay. Do I need a good performance?
Sure.
Oh, that was not good. Good thing I have a good modifier. 16.
What?
I rolled a 3.
That's pretty high.
Plus 13.
I do want to let you know you have the mental ability scores of the.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, it's not that high then.
Right. So that would be my.
Including charisma?
So it's like a 1, not
So you
natural.
have the charisma.
I think it would be a 1, not natural.
You retain your alignment and personality, but yeah, you have the same stats as that 8. Like
What?
mental stats too.
1, not natural. I was trying to mimic the stories of him dancing as a bear, but 1 not
Okay.
natural.
So it's just kind of like
It's gonna be terrifying.
But with a
just look like-
smile.
It just looks like he's working himself up for battle. God, he's beating his chest.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
I was going to use that great performance check, but I don't think I'd be able to tell what you're trying to do there.
okay. So that is the end of your turn.
Yep.
It is the bunnies. You are over here at this point. I didn't move you though. They are going to surround you.
Do it. My health is also low.
Yeah, kind of seeing you as that as a big threat. They're gonna attack you.
Awesome. Yeah.
First one is going to be a 14.
Oh, right.
Does 14 hit?
Yes.
Now you're gonna take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing.
So some strong bunnies.
Second one,
Mhm.
another 14.
Yep.
That one's going to be 7 points.
Ouchie. Mhm.
Next one is a 4. That's going to miss.
Yep.
Next one is a 22.
That hit.
Another 7 points. And the last one's going to attack you, which is 23.
Yep.
And another 7 points.
Yep. I forgot to add the 7.
So as you are like dancing, you just see that all of these bunnies are hopping on your arm, and just like taking bites at you. And as you were just going like this, you managed to hit 2 of them off that were coming at you, but there's like 3 that just have their teeth sunk into you. You managed to then just kind of get them off as they hop back down and ready themselves for another attack. Tatiana, you're up.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is run at this bunny
Okay.
and whap him.
Go ahead and roll for WAP.
It's gonna be a 21
That's
to
gonna hit.
and 7 damage.
Okay.
Oh no, I've been rolling the wrong damage dice.
Oh no.
GG.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Next time, because who knows, I could have rolled lower anyway. Then I'm gonna hit the next one in front of him.
My bumblebees.
These some tough bunnies.
As I move along.
There's some
Okay.
evil
So
bunnies.
you hit the first one,
Yep.
and then you're gonna hit this one here.
Oh, I want to make it a stunning strike, so I have to make a con save.
Ooh, that's gonna be an 11.
That's gonna fail. So that bunny is stunned.
Okay.
Hey.
This is the red one. It's kind of like, and it gets hit from behind and just.
Oh god.
So that one is stunned.
And then I'm gonna hit the next one and try and make another stunning strike.
Go ahead and roll for attack.
Ooh, that's gonna be 17.
That's gonna hit.
6 damage and con check.
That is going to be a 9.
He too is stunned. He or she. I don't like to make assumptions. Or neither. Okay.
It.
They. All right. So I've got 2 stun bunnies, and now I'm gonna run at Varian. I'm gonna stop about 10 feet behind him and look at him and say,
Wow, that's all your movement.
no. Then I run right up next to him because I know I had enough movement to get to him.
She can run over water.
Yeah, she didn't.
I did.
Take any for
I
that.
did check my movement, but I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, Varian, we've been through too much together for me to fight you, and I'm going to gently wrap my arms around him. I'm not trying to grapple him. I'm just trying to hug him.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Bum, bada, bum.
Oh.
You give me an insight check.
With disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Sure.
22.
I'm
Well, I think the 2 of us are exhausted.
still 17.
Just us.
Okay.
16. Sorry.
You're confused, but you said you were hugging him.
Yeah, I'm not trying to grapple him. I'm just wrapping my arms around him.
As she wraps her arms around you, there's a familiarity there, and even though you don't seem to know this person, she doesn't appear to be a harm, like someone who is here to cause you harm. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ooh.
Okay. Then that goes into your turn, Varian.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's like a giant ape.
Who is currently just.
She still looks like herself.
She looks like herself now.
Okay. What is like this other lady over here look like? She just look like an elemental or
Who?
Sumiko?
She looks like Sumiko.
I don't think I've ever looked like anything else.
Yeah. The only person who looked different was Tatiana.
I thought all 3 of them looked like scary creatures.
No.
Okay.
You just thought I killed one of the rabbits.
You didn't think I did anything.
Yeah.
You still sent things after me.
Okay.
You were
I
shooting
mean,
at
you
him.
were on the side of the evil.
And you were the
So
first
it's
one to
legit.
shoot.
You took first
Yeah, you
blood.
first.
Only because
You're-
actually he shot first.
Apparently, Amnesia Samiko just shoots
Hashtag
things.
who shot first.
Hashtag Varian shot
Virion
first.
shot at you
Virion
guys, so
shot first.
I shot at him because he shot at you guys.
I think
first.
Varian solo.
I just think Samiko without her memories is trigger happy. You shot at the scarecrow, you're shooting at
What you got?
It's been a rough day.
I'm just gonna say, I guess ask, who are you?
Can I answer? Okay. I'm your friend. And I don't want to hurt you. But I won't.
I'll guess you just see the toads vanish. And I look back at the giant ape and my rabbit friends. I'm just gonna speak to the rabbits with my staff. What do you make of this?
You hear one of them that's like currently biting into Lute's ape form, just kind of getting swung around. They're lying to you. They're lying.
Do any of these rabbits look hurt at all?
They look a little hurt. They look more vicious than anything.
Yeah. I'll call them off. Ask them to stop attacking.
Okay. I want you to give me a persuasion check.
What's a check? Look, it'll be a good one. 4.
Okay. You see them, the three that are now on the ground, you see them kind of look at you. They have like piercing red eyes. No.
Good, nice. Nice.
As you can see, like their long teeth that you've never seen before. They're just like, no. And they like direct their focus back on Loot.
Okay.
You got a bonus action now.
I have a bonus action. Okay.
Yeah. I'd
don't
say
really have
everything
anything that
else
I can do.
was your action.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action. I'm gonna go try to pick up one of the paralyzed bunnies. The stunned bunnies, sorry.
Yeah.
Just gonna pick him up and just kind of like rub him and try to calm him down.
Okay. His movements kind of match where you're petting him, so he's like,
I'm still gonna look very cautiously.
Still very much stunned.
I'm gonna look very cautiously and kind of like back up,
So
have my own space.
So you're picking up. The closest one is here.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'll back up like 10 feet, just having my own space back there.
All right. Sumiko, you're up again. Actually, no, the toads are gone.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeet, yeet.
The
So-
tongue vanished from my hand.
So as you're about to just like you thought about it and everything, and you were like, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. And as you started doing it, poof, it's gone.
I'm still super confused. There's now an ape, and the thing is now gone from my hands. So, I'm just gonna stay where I am and watch because I'm still really just confused on who's on my side.
Sure. So, as you're doing that, you can see around all of you that there are these plants that just seem to be growing out of the ground. They're about ankle height, and they have bulbs. There's a small yellow light at the top of them. That's all. They just kind of just start growing out of the ground.
Does it look familiar?
make a nature check.
So sad about my 2 points of exhaustion.
Me too.
Oh, that's a 7. Not this time, not a 1. It's a 7.
I'd say no.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like plants, but knowing specifically what they are, you've never seen these before. All right, loot. Ape loot. What are you doing?
I was going to do something else, but I can't do that anymore. So, I'm going to position myself... What if I position myself in between where 2 creatures already are? So like the gap, I want to get in between Virion and the rest of the rabbits.
We need one of those remote control cameras.
All right, so where are you going?
I want to be in between. Is it possible for me to get in between Virion and the ribbits?
No.
Cute. And if I just like sit on one?
Yeah, can you sit on them?
Is that a thing? Is that a thing I can do?
Or you can.
Can I occupy the
Can't
same
you
space?
tower over them?
You can just pick them up.
I mean, that would take several actions to pick them up, right? I mean, I could at most attempt to pick up 2, right?
One of them is stunned, so it won't do anything to fight you.
So I can pick up 1.
You gonna pick it up?
No, I'm just asking. I could pick up 1, but I could attempt to pick up another because I have 2 hands, right?
How many attacks do you have for your action?
I think I can do a multi-attack with 2 fists, but that's like me like punching.
Okay, then I would say that we can think of it as the use an object action, and I would allow you to pick them up. You can pick up 2 if they're not stunned. I'm sorry, if they're stunned.
And you set your stunned one back down?
But if it's
Holding it.
if it's one of the bunnies that's not stunned, I would have you make a grapple check.
Gotcha.
Which would be
my action.
Which would be one of those attacks, yeah.
I wanted to do what I originally wanted to do. Okay. And the flowers are blooming.
Yes.
Okay.
Like they are small pods that have like a yellow light at the top of them.
Okay, and I know my intelligence is like different because I'm a giant ape now. Can I roll to see if I know what the heck these flowers are?
You don't.
Cool. All right. Well,
You're in grade 8 mode. If anything, it would be those look pretty
okay.
pretty lights.
All right. I'm gonna ignore the stunned one and just yeah. I'm gonna use my
You got 5 seconds.
yep.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna multi-attack smash the one that's not stunned closest to me.
This one right
Bunny
here?
smash!
Okay, go
I'm
ahead and
just
make
picturing
2 attack rolls.
pick up the ears and go. Ugh.
Just pick up.
That's what I'm picturing.
All right. And my mod what is your attack modifier? Sorry, I haven't done like a melee attack in years.
That's gonna be your strength modifier.
Dope. +6. So it was a 21 and a 11.
Both of those are going to hit.
Q.
It's gonna hurt that bunny.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, but how do I calculate?
It should be on there.
Sorry, I haven't done a melee attack in years.
This is a fist.
Yeah.
Okay, so your attack is
Bunny jelly.
3d10 plus 6.
Oh, dang.
Here you go.
Seems like overkill.
He's gonna kill
Can I-
it on the first smash.
Can I double
he smash
smash
the
2
other
of
one?
them instead? Can I just like because like I'm big and there's bunnies all around me. Can I just like smash 2?
Sure.
Okay. 3d10. What's the d10 look like this one? Yeah, that's d8.
Poor bunnies. I didn't attack any bunnies.
Smash.
Bunny smashes for the win.
I just like to point that out. When people said I was trigger happy, I did not
Hashtag.
attack
So it
a
is,
single
8.
bunny.
I think 3d10
I'll
plus 6,
remember
I
that.
think I said.
Yeah.
So that's 9.
Ooh, you rolled well.
17 plus 6, 23.
3.
Thank you. That's 18. Oh, hello.
That's max damage.
Almost. It's almost max damage. So 20. brain is not working right now. 27. So 31.
So
32. Sorry.
32 on the second.
Yeah.
And how much on the first?
23.
23.
23.
23 on the first. 37 on the second.
These
was-
little
Okay.
bunnies.
You pick them up by the ears.
Oh my god, oh my god.
You kind of smash them down. Um,
Gruesome! Oh my god!
Well, they had,
as you smash them down, you kind of see that they're like these small little bunny-shaped craters underneath them. As you pick them up, yeah, they are lifeless.
beautiful. Beautiful.
You are worse than Sumiko.
Yeah.
Okay, now I will use the rest of my movement to get in between Virian and the rest of the bunnies. Can I just kick the stunned one out of the way? Just push it over.
You did use your.
I know. I feel like bonus,
So
just
you're,
like
you're about there.
yeah. And I am just going to roar at the two that are left, even though one of them's stunned.
Okay, I mean they're both still kind of looking in your direction because they're facing that way, so they're kind of like
Oh my god!
they're just moving their eyes. They're like
And I have Virian to
kind
my
of
back.
knowing that they're next.
And so I have Virian to my back, so I'm taking a protective posture.
Okay.
Or at least attempting to. Do I need to
He
take
has-
an intimidation
Well,
or?
he has one bunny in his hand.
Yeah, well, we're gonna ignore that.
Okay,
Because
cool.
I can't yell at the bunny in his
That's
hand
fine.
without terrifying Virian.
I would say you will pass your intimidation check because you took two of the other bunnies and just slammed them to death. So you're gonna get a pass from me.
So I want to.
They're intimidated.
I wanted to like just explain. The original idea was just to grab you and run to the hole, but apparently someone decided to use friendship instead.
Good old friendship. Okay, then that goes into their turns. I think this one is. They're stunned until the end of your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so those two are still stunned, and this one is going to. He's going to run over to you, Virian. Protect us. Protect us. Look, it's so scary.
Oh
That's going to be its turn.
no! Oh no!
Tatiana, it is your turn.
Have fun with that.
Okay, so what have I just seen? I've just watched.
You've just seen.
I've just watched Loot the Giant Ape smash two bunnies into the ground.
and then roar at the
as
other
I'm
one.
trying to earn Virian's trust.
And see the pain in its eyes, and
And
like
I'm
a
like-
tear roll down its cheek, knowing that it can't move, and it just has to
I'm just
await
like
what's going to happen.
cringing because I know Virian. And this is gonna make this an uphill battle for me. I guess what I'm gonna do is run up in between Virian and Loot, and I'm gonna put my hand on Loot somewhere on the massive. I guess he said he's facing that way, so
There's
on his ass.
a lot of loot to touch. There's a lot of loot to touch.
Just like not just like his leg or something, and be like, it's okay. You don't have to attack them. Just and then to Virian, he's just trying to protect me and you. I don't know why your bunnies want to kill us.
Do you say anything to that? As you have one in your hand and one is on the ground, kind of.
Pretty sure my mouth is just agape because two of my friends got murdered.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Cold blood.
Not happy.
Oh yeah, so when I like flattened them, they like died like a normal animal, or did they like? That was the other test.
Oh, they're just on the ground.
Cool.
Like
They're
they're
dead bunnies.
they are dead bunnies.
You're a murderer.
I was kind of hoping they would just like. Oof.
We need to put like a warning at the beginning of this episode that it's not suitable for children. Like,
This is rated for
Messed
mature
up.
audiences.
yes.
I was hoping they would be magical bunnies and they would have just poof.
We've
And like
exceeded.
I know that other bunny is gonna attack me, but I'm trying to at least like I know that Varian doesn't know who I am or what's going on, so
Take
I'm
a dodge action if you'd like.
I will take the dodge action.
Okay. Cool. Varian.
I'm just gonna wait. You're facing away from me.
My back is towards you.
Okay.
I'm standing in between you and Lute. A hand upon Lute's calf.
Okay. So I don't notice anything going on around me right now. I'm very
can you,
angry.
Can you give me an Arcana check?
Sure. I think it's gonna be. Is Arcana intelligence?
I think so.
Okay. 14.
Yes.
14?
Yeah. Unless
Okay.
I'm rolling with disadvantage.
So, as you look down and kind of looking over at Tatiana, you can sense that there is some kind of aura coming off of these creatures. And as you start to recall, because you're now seeing these two sides warring, you start to recall that you don't have any memories of these creatures. You remember that you know nothing.
You remember nothing!
No,
Okay.
It's really confusing for you. Sorry.
I don't really know what to do. Is
But
Mel
they
there?
seem familiar.
Do I remember that I have a pseudo dragon? Okay. I feel very bad. Okay. So, well, my initial thing was I was going to slowly start growing in size because I was going to cast polymorph on myself.
Whatever, 8 battle?
So what are you gonna do?
I think I would describe it as I start growing and, the hair starts growing out and I'm just like sneaking up behind Lute, but then I notice that I kind of call that off. I'm gonna put this bunny down.
Okay. So you like start casting polymorph.
Yeah.
The energy starts to like change. The hair starts to grow, and you kind of realize what's going on. You put the bunny down. Stop the spell, and what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna back up really slowly and just sit down and close my eyes
Oh.
and just try to not meditate, but like really reflect on what is happening right now. 'Cause I don't understand
Got it.
what's
So
happening.
go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage,
Okay,
because it is now the end of your turn.
that is something decent. Oh, wait, these aren't my saves. That's 23.
That's a good roll.
Hmm.
Okay, so as you're sitting down, you just start meditating. You close your eyes, and as you open them up again, you can see kind of the flow of energy in each of these creatures that's standing by you. And each of the ones that you thought were your friends, each of these bunnies, they're emanating like this red and black smoke. And as you continue to look at them, one of them kind of looks back at you, and it's like, Varian,
Ugh.
protect us.
Just peeking at him with one eye and just
Okay.
pretend like I didn't see him. Pretend like we didn't meet eyes.
Yeah, and as it looks over at you, you can see kind of the demonic eyes, the vicious teeth. I would say at this point, you not trust them.
Yep.
But that's completely up to you.
No, I would agree. No. I still am deeply confused. And just kind of want to stay out of all of it. So I'm still just chilling on the ground, trying to have my space to think about things right now.
Okay.
Sort shit out in my mind.
All right. this point, you can see that as the mentality switches for Virion, the bunnies start to turn and look at him and get kind of hostile. You can see that the stun ends on the one of them as they all start looking at Virion and start moving closer to him. What are you guys doing?
Whose turn is it? Are we still in turn order?
At this point, we're out of turn.
Are any of them still stunned?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna, seeing them move towards Virion in what I interpret to be a threatening way, I'm gonna pull out my practice sword and be like, okay, here we go. And now I'm going straight to attack them.
Okay.
I am, whichever one I don't see her attacking, which I don't know which one that would be, I'm going to try to either grab both of them or grab at least one of them. Just grab with my hand.
Okay. Are you shooting?
I was gonna say I'm gonna shoot, but I don't know if I can.
She's a rootin' tootin' shooter.
I guess I will try to shoot at them before Loot picks them up so that I don't hit Loot.
Okay. I'd say you go ahead and act first.
You got a stunning orb?
I do not.
Super mad.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
It
that's-
is a, why can't I do math? 23.
That's gonna hit.
Probably through Luke's legs.
And that'll be a 13.
13.
For
And roll
damage.
for your second. I'll say that you guys are all basically doing your action at the same time.
It will be 20, not natural, and
Okay.
then 10 points.
Nice. So as you're running over, like underneath your elbow, you see two just balls of radiant energy.
Can I do another one? That's fine.
We're just doing actions.
Oh.
So
Well,
are you
that's-
using radiant?
Sure.
Okay.
I never
So
know
you
what to
see-
use.
They hit both of the creatures and kind of like pop them up a little bit as you just grab them out of the air and just start.
Oh no, I was
Bunny
gonna
smash.
chuck. I was gonna chuck them.
Okay.
Hashtag bunny
do that.
smash.
Yeah. I was gonna throw them. Where's the hole in representation to where we are?
The hole is about, I'd say, 20 feet behind where Sumiko is.
Cool. I'm gonna throw them the opposite direction of the hole from us, and just chuck them as hard, as hard and far as I can.
Hard, far, fast. Got
Far,
it.
far, far. Blah, 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 blah.
Make an athletics check.
Poor
Better,
bunnies.
higher,
19.
faster.
19. Okay.
Stronger.
So I'd say you kind of spin around, throw them. Just make one attack roll for me.
With damage or?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be a 16, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to smash again. I was
So you
gonna-
kind of come to the closest one that's just about to jump and leap,
Oh no, it's 19.
jump and leap at Virion. You hit it in its face and it just like front flips or back flips almost. Hits the ground. You hit it on the ground, and as you are kind of like preparing yourself to attack again, you bring your practice sword up and you hit the two that he threw as they propel off of the training sword and just start flying. At this point, all three of them are on the ground and they look lifeless. It is then that you feel no connection to any of them.
The rabbits.
Yeah, and you can also feel that there was some kind of magical effect that was happening.
Okay.
At which point, the spores that were on the ground, these yellow lights, they like start to let off a small flurry of small pieces of pollen.
I don't like that. I'm gonna, having beat these bunnies into a bloody bunny pulp, I'm gonna reach my hand out to Virion and say, "Are you okay?"
My eyes have been closed this whole time,
Nope, I don't notice it.
so I've just been like listening to the demolishment of these creatures.
Squish, crunch, splat.
You see a little tear No, I'm not okay. Why are you here? Why can't you just leave me alone?
We came here together. Okay, I'm the only one that remembers where we came from, but we all came here together, and we're all gonna get out of here together. Please come with me.
There's nothing left for me here,
Aw.
so I might as well. I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna keep my eyes closed, but I'm just gonna, like, put my hand on your shoulder to have you lead me, because I don't want to see
Okay.
what's happening to my retreat.
It's for the best. I'm gonna gently try and lead him out.
As you put your hand on Tatiana's shoulder, you can see that there is a large light source coming from behind you, from like where there was this tree.
He just said his eyes were closed.
Yeah.
Is it mind's eye?
His eyes are closed.
Then you guys can see it.
Oh, okay.
Could be the thing though, where like the insides of your eyelids
no,
get
you can
red or
sense
whatever.
The light, so
Yeah,
Okay.
that's doable.
So there's a light source coming from where?
Coming from about 50 feet away, there's one of the trees. Like there was the one tree that he was sitting behind that had the other tree that had fallen over, that he was hiding.
Mm-hmm.
The tree that is still standing. It's coming from that tree.
Is it like glowing now?
Yeah.
What do I sense? Anything?
It's a pulsing light blue and white glow.
I'm gonna take Virian's hand, which is on my shoulder, and are you still an ape?
Yep.
I'm gonna put it on Sumiko's shoulder, and I'm gonna say I'll be right back.
I'm carrying.
I don't, if it's dangerous, I don't necessarily want them to come with me. I'm just gonna say wait here, and then I'm gonna walk towards the tree.
Are you guys gonna wait?
I'll
Sure.
follow.
Hmm?
I'll follow.
I'm gonna try and be like, no, you wait here, but I don't know.
I'll brush it off.
Okay.
Literally. So as you guys walk closer to this tree, you can see that as you're walking, the pollen that had come up in the air is starting to, like it had come up, it's going back down and settling into the grass. You see that there are what looks like small little plants that are coming up. Each of them are like different colors, and you can only really see like the portion of a leaf that's like coming up out of the ground, and they're just different colors.
What colors are they?
Red, green, blue, yellow, and silver. But they're kind of just spread about. Basically everywhere pollen hit is where things are coming up. As you walk over to the tree, you see that there is a carved out portion where there's like a small resting area. It says, like, there's just like sticks that are laddered around the whole area, and kind of written in the sticks is Virian. And you also see that there is, above you, it's like a small crystal, and in it you see that Mel is like wrapped up like a fruit roll-up, kind of like in there, like stuck inside of the crystal.
Oh no!
Oh, can
And as the sun like hits down, it's reflecting off of Mel's skin in this crystal, and that's the light that is forming here.
Can I grab the mill crystal?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet, so you just have to hop up and get it.
Okay.
Cool.
I lift my hand out to give you
Give me a little
leverage.
boost.
Okay. It's about this big,
Okay.
this wide. But Mel is just on the inside of it, kind of curled up in a ball.
I'm like, are you okay? Oh no. I'm gonna immediately take the crystal back to Virian, hoping that will be the key.
Okay.
So, also in the tree, did you say that there's like an entrance into the tree?
Yes. There's one entrance into this tree.
Into the tree, and can I see what's on the other side of the entrance? Like, if I were to go into that entrance, what's in there?
No, the entrance that you came in through was the only entrance. It's a hollow tree.
So we went into the tree, and inside the tree we found the crystal.
Correct.
Okay, but there's no path out through
No.
the tree. It's just a room
okay.
with a
It's
crystal
just
in it.
it's just a room with a crystal in it, and you can look up and see, more of the tree,
Okay.
and parts where like the bark and area have been like there's openings that let light in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the crystal back to Varian and say, do you recognize her?
Do I recognize her?
Not at first.
It's poor pseudo dragon.
Take it. I think she needs you.
Okay. I'll take that pseudo dragon.
Like hot hands to ice, the crystal starts to melt, becoming water, melting through your hands, and Mel like unfolds. His body kind of rolls off of your left hand, his tail rolls off of your right, and kind of just looks up at you. Seems to be cold.
Is it possible to use produce flame at such a low level that I can just use it to warm things?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I can just cradle.
Okay. So I'd say you do less of a produce flame and more of a produce warmth.
Yes.
So your hands just get a little bit more warm. It actually extends into your forearm because you're using all of that same power, but you're just spreading it along your whole arm as you hold him. He starts to have a little bit more life at this point. You remember everything involving him.
Oh. I do. Seems like I do know this. Little dragon.
I thought you might.
After about a minute, he's now warm. He starts to crawl up. Your arm kind of sits on your shoulder, licks you on the face. Ruff, ruff.
I know. Just produce good berries, and I give him a snack. And then I eat the rest of them.
So he just cradles around your neck and just like rests for a little bit.
Well, now that we're all back together, whether you guys know it or not, let's try and get out of here.
At this point, you can feel that there is shaking in this world.
Oh no.
Like the ground beneath you starts to shake, and you see that these flowers, these like
Sorry.
leaf buds that are growing out of the ground, they're getting longer. And you see that they're not leaf buds, but bunny ears. You see that as it comes out more, it splits into two ears, and they're continually growing from every place that the pollen hit. So there's like hundreds.
New bunnies.
They're slowly growing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so the only exit is where we came from, right?
Correct.
Okay. So seeing the bunny ears and feeling like a deep sense of terror and foreboding at the sign of bunny ears, I'm gonna be like, let's go now, and I'm gonna start booking it to the hole in the bottom of the thing, and like
Okay.
bring the rest of the group with me, hopefully.
Yeah, okay. So,
What is the order of which you're going out of this like portal?
I think
Since
I'm the
they-
closest.
Yeah, since she would be closest,
You're the closest.
then she would be the fastest out of us. I seeing him like trail behind me, I scoop him up. I attempt to. Would you let me?
Sure.
Sweet. I scoop up Virion, and then we would be behind. But I would let him in.
Virion.
I would let him in before me.
Okay.
You can't fit
So-
in until you.
I might. I don't know. What's the size of the hole?
Yeah,
I guess
so-
I don't know how big the hole is.
I would say by the time that Virion starts to enter that portal, these bunnies are now out, and they are just starting to run at you.
Sweet.
You get through. It's too small for you to get through.
Cool. I'll break polymorph, and it depends. How close are the bunnies to me?
At this point, about 6 feet. But you'd have to break polymorph to
Okay.
get through.
Can I do a smash action and then break?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
They are coming at you from multiple sides, though.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in the air.
You can hit one if you want,
Can I do like a big old sweeping?
like
Just
a
swat?
cleave.
Yeah, just like be gone.
Sure.
All right, so I'm gonna try to swat, and then I will break polymorph and fall through the hole.
All right, make an attack roll.
No.
We'll see if they get you.
What's my attack? It's plus. Attack is plus what? Your strength? What did you guys say?
I think it's like +9 for the giant.
Yeah,
ape.
plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so it should plus 6. So.
I'm going to use both of the rerolls
Oh no.
that Johnny Midnight gave to me
Oh no.
to reroll this nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So that is
Johnny
going to be
Midnight.
a 17 and then a 19. What
Both
hits?
of those hit.
Both those hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Then as you try and hit them, you manage to get a couple. As you break Wild Shape, you see that they have sunken deep into your shoulders.
My wild shape shoulder? I mean,
Your-
my polymorph shoulders or my
Your
loot shoulders?
Boot shoulders.
Oh, dang it.
Because you made your attack,
Yeah.
then you broke, then you jumped. Well, you were in the air. So yeah, they were attacking you.
No, loot takes damage. I was hoping. Oh, well, wait, then what was their. Then, so that's loot's AC then. What were the hits again?
19 and 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay, cool. So you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Gross.
And as soon as you leave, you see that it forms up behind you. Like the portal closes, and the whole underwater terrarium, this whole pod, this see-through pod, it cracks and it starts to break. And as soon as it does, it's just like the glass and water just take it. And all of the inside things that you could have seen before, they just don't exist.
Sweet.
You're all now underwater, kind of swimming up, while you just
I'm just chilling.
Walk into the
Yeah.
edge.
walking to the edge and start climbing.
Strolling.
Strolling through the water. Attempting to play music underwater.
Okay. The scarecrow is still kind of up at the surface, looking down in the water. Soon as you guys make eye contact, you can see he's and gets up out of the water, just waits for you. So, as you all swim up and get to surface and go towards this next part of your journey, this is where we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
So,
We survived the bunnies.
Barely.
we will be right back. 10 minutes at most. And then we can talk about who won the giveaway and go into this next part of our journey. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, we're back. Thank you for waiting. Back from break. So, before we get back into our story, we have to announce who won our giveaway.
Our first one.
So, the person who won our giveaway is none other than at Leo Newman 19.
Yay!
Let's go, Leo Newman 19.
Yeah.
So, as a reminder, in order to have a chance at winning this beautiful sticker from Dungeon Depths,
What up?
You had to follow us and retweet our tweet on Twitter. So make
It's
sure
so nice too.
that you're.
Look at
that's,
it.
Wow.
Mm.
Ooh.
Crisp.
It's
Very
an
crisp.
amazing sticker.
And it always rolls a 20.
We will be giving away more of these, so make sure that you're following us on social media because they're high quality. It's high quality shit.
Heck
High quality
yeah.
shit. Yeah, that's we're gonna have more of these. So check out our social media. They'll be announced on Twitter, right? All the time.
Yep.
I think
More
so. Yeah.
giveaways.
Heck yeah.
So you wanna be a part of those. So follow us on Twitter and make sure that you are in the know.
And you should also follow Dungeon Depths on Twitter. At
Yes.
Dungeon Depths?
Yeah, I think so.
At Dungeon Depths.
I have dungeondepths.store in my mind because that's where you can go and find all of their stuff that they sell. So that's their store site.
It's important to know too.
But yes.
It definitely is at Dungeon Depths. So
Okay,
they make
cool,
all sorts of cool
cool.
shit.
And they are in
Check
our
it out.
credits, so you can just find it down there.
Word.
Down there.
Ayo.
Okay. With that said, you all managed to escape. Like before break, you all managed to escape this underwater pod that Virion was stuck in. And as you are now coming to the surface, you see your scarecrow buddy. And that is where we are picking up.
Okay,
The
so
floor is yours.
I want to run up to my scarecrow buddy. And I'm going to ask him, okay, where to next? I thought you were here to guide me. No? Okay. No, okay. I'm looking around then to see if there's an exit now from this area that I either didn't see before or that wasn't present before.
The only thing that you currently see is the path up the lake. Like up the river.
The way I came or
No.
along the river?
Along the river, yeah. But
Okay.
there isn't any land. It goes up. And then there's the path that you came from, which was like a
So-
stone, dirt, gravelly path.
Is there a path next to the river or is it literally just water? And walls? Like what?
There's a path alongside the river, but that path gets like smaller until it is just water.
Interesting. Okay. I guess we should go back the way we came. I'm looking at loot. Been with me the longest.
Yes, we can. I'm not quite sure where else we might go. I'm kind of undecided. I rolled a 10. But that definitely did hurt, I say with healing word, on myself. Oh, that was a nice roll. Almost max.
We like nice rolls around here.
How
much?
Almost max. So, no, I cast it as a level 3, by the way.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I got some of them slots left. And 11 plus... Alright, 5, so 16. God, I'm still broken though. I'm still in the red.
You're still in the red?
I think so.
Oof.
Well,
Yeah, you got hurt.
I've been hurt. I was hurt before we
Yeah,
got
you were
in
like
here.
you're just back to where you were before we got attacked by bunnies now.
I've been hurt this whole time. I think Eagle me got hurt. I don't know. I got hurt a long time ago. I haven't looked yet.
Alright, so
It's been rough.
now that you are all around, standing on this like beach-like area that leads to the gravelly path or up the river, what are you guys gonna do?
How far away is the end of the path to the river?
The end of the path?
Yeah, where I can't walk anymore.
About 15 feet worth of walking.
Interesting. And what do I see when I look down the river? Just water as far as I can see?
It's water, but it's like in a canyon, so it's like spirals. So from what you can see, it just looks like it's water going up.
I want to run across the water about my movement speed, 50 feet, and see if I can see anything further down that way.
Okay. So, kind of brace yourself. You start running, and using your key and fast feet, you start to run across the water. Your speed is what, 50?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you go 50 feet, you start to turn and get a better sight of everything else past that way. You can see what appears to be a bustling city
Oh,
that's about 100 feet
Hello.
past the river.
okay. So I can see a way to the city. All right.
I mean, it's just water,
Right.
but yeah.
But yeah.
If you follow this up, you go
I could get into the city.
correct.
All right. So
Sweet.
I'm gonna keep the momentum going, turn around, and run back to the rest of the group, and let them know that there's a city up if we follow the river down this way.
Sweet. And there's no path next to the river. We just be off-roading it.
We'd have to swim, or
Walk.
or run.
Is there not like a path next to the river itself, though? We have to get in the water. Cool.
Is everybody on board?
Does anyone? I don't know this.
I'm mostly looking at Darian because I feel like he's
I know,
been the
I know.
most traumatized by this whole thing.
I can't say anything. I don't know this. My character doesn't know. Never mind.
Oh wait, I can't do that anyway. Fuck.
I'm looking specifically at you two.
I can run on water.
Nope.
So
Period. Maybe he remembers. Don't we have something really small that works in water?
I mean, Ben knows that.
Oh.
Varian doesn't.
No, Varian. Would Varian know that?
I'm
Not right
the
now.
only one that would know that.
Because my memory is.
But the person
Trash.
who has it on their who has it in their
It's
inventory though.
Samiko,
I
And
do.
Samiko would know about it.
Do I remember
because she
my?
knows about her own items.
It's in your own inventory.
Do I still remember that?
Isn't the water flowing toward us anyway?
I mean, I'm not thinking about it because I can run over the top
Same.
of water.
I'm not really thinking about the boat because
Which way is the water flowing?
Fine. No boat for Varian.
Which way is the water flowing?
The water is flowing towards
The city.
towards the island.
Away from the city.
Yeah,
So it would be a
so-
pain in the
so
ass
towards you all.
to boat over there anyway.
I don't know. Maybe the wind's blowing the other way.
it would be much faster
That's
for
not
us
how
to
rivers
run.
work. Alright. Anyway. I had been like, are we all on board?
No, we're not on board anything. There's no boat.
I do have a thing that was gonna.
It's sort of a turn of phrase on board in favor of like, you've never heard that? No, you probably have, but you don't remember.
How deep does this river look? Stick my staff in. Does it go all the way to my hand?
Uh-huh.
Lude walks in. How deep does it go?
It was about 10 feet down at the island itself. And just kind of looking that way, judging, looks about the same, like going up the river.
I'm just gonna probably morph into a sea turtle.
Big sea turtle or little sea turtle?
I love it.
And this is an archelon. This is a big sea turtle.
Sweet. How big?
A large one.
Okay.
Like I can ride on your back large?
You can fit
Probably.
2 people on your back.
Like
Yeah.
So, yeah, Luke can ride on Varian's back and we can run across the surface of the water.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's only 4 of us. Plus the
And if it's me, you don't have to stay above water.
Oh, where's Val? Val's with us, right?
he hasn't been here this whole
We haven't found
time.
Val yet. If
He
he's
would have
even
fought
You've
if he
never-
was
you-
there.
you-
Oh,
ne-
that's
never
right.
got-
We
got
haven't
to.
run into Val.
here. Yeah.
Check, that makes sense.
He's probably
Alright.
he's probably in the city killing someone.
Yeah, probably. Committing
We'll find him at the
murders.
pit.
He's
All
he
right.
found a pit.
Cool. So, yes.
So Virion just kind of runs over to the water. It's like falls in. And he,
Becomes a
and he
turtle.
comes out and he's just a large turtle.
Turtle.
Kind of looks at you guys as I guess only you get on.
Yeah, I was already in the water, so I just like swim up to him and like perch on his back.
Okay.
I don't know if we're underwater or above.
No, I was just gonna have the top of my shell be above the water.
You don't need to for me.
Yeah, but I have melt. I don't want it to fly.
Oh. Yeah, fair. Fair.
All right,
You're a big turtle.
Yeah,
Big turtle.
Big turtle.
big cutie.
Okay, and you guys are just gonna run?
What is Mel rest on my shoulder?
No,
No.
she doesn't know you.
No.
She actually sits on top of his
Does-
head.
Is Mel's memory
Aw.
affected too? Then I'm guessing.
Who
Maybe.
knows?
I guess you could ask Mel.
I wouldn't know Mel, so I wouldn't really care to ask. I'd be like,
Okay.
cool random dragon. Dragonborns come with dragons, right? That's normal.
Okay, then I'll say that after about a minute, you guys can get over there. After all that running, you two are a bit tired, but you made it.
I'm super exhausted.
I'm not
just-
exhausted though.
Not the
Well,
year.
it's tiring.
Okay. So
I'm
like,
definitely
'Cause
exhausted though.
you are running at full speed
ugh.
the
Okay.
whole time.
What do we see as we come upon the shore of the city?
So as you get a lot closer to the city itself, you see that the buildings are on fire.
Sounds about right.
You see that there are people being pushed off of like this large pier, kind of falling into the water.
What?
As you're running, one of the bodies actually like passed you. You managed to not step on it, but didn't appear alive. There's
Did it look like a human body or did it look like dust?
Make a perception check for me.
15?
Okay. It looked like it could have been the body of an elf.
Okay.
And besides that, this looks very similar to the couple of cities that you've seen in the Underdark. But at the same time, it doesn't. Like it's very dark. As soon as you pass underneath the city, you see that it is actually covered by like cave walls. And what do you guys want to do?
I want to enter the city. Is it like, how would I get to the city? Because you said we were under it.
Just walking up to it.
Okay.
On the sides, there's land,
Mm-hmm.
which travels upwards, which you could then just go into the city.
Okay. That's what I would do.
How far behind is everyone else from us though, since we're running?
Yeah, how fast is that turtle?
Would that move speed?
40?
40. 40 swim speed.
That's not that
So
bad.
it's,
Yeah, this is slow.
yeah, it's a little bit behind. Gonna take a little bit for them
Well,
for
I'm
them to
55.
catch up.
Well, maybe you just wait on the shore
Yeah.
until they get there.
At this point,
Yeah.
the body kind of comes past you. You swim out of the way.
Oh.
Its hand hits you, and it kind of changes its trajectory as it starts to slowly
Oh,
move
gross.
and go down towards the island.
As it passes by us, does it look like I can tell what it was killed by?
Make a perception check.
Oh. I'll go with it.
You gotta
Unlock,
reroll
please.
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not in the tray. Oh my goodness, roll it in the tray.
No, it's worse. Dang it. 18.
Oh wow.
18.
So
Yeah,
bad.
I know.
Horrible.
I rolled
So-
a 14 at first, which would have been like a 20 something.
So looking at this body as it passes, it appears that its throat was slit.
Nope.
Yep. So you can see kind of just blood
I relay that.
that's being washed away.
I relay that to the turtle.
How do you respond?
Put one flipper up and just smack the water.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
At this point, you guys catch up with them, and you see that Scarecrow Buddy is not that far behind. He's running on the water.
What?
Interesting.
Is he a monk? Monk
I
crow.
find that interesting.
Does he have legs, or is he like a scarecrow that's a stick?
His sticks just hopping
Or
around.
more like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of
Think of
Oz
it-
or like Studio Ghibli.
Think of the scarecrow as one of these dust creatures that you've seen.
That
but
doesn't.
with scarecrow attire on.
Ah, okay.
So it
like,
has
So it has
legs.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're.
that's important.
It has
Key-
a
the
it has a
detail.
humanoid form, and just has on those clothes on top. Of
Okay.
Got it.
That. Okay. So you've all now reached the shore. Are you guys gonna go into town?
Before
Yep.
we enter town, I'm gonna say to all of them, we're still looking for one more friend. Whatever his mind has conjured for us to go through, just be careful.
What's he like? I'm looking at the city. He must be a really kind and caring person.
He's he's tough. He's resilient.
Is he a good friend?
I think so.
Oh, best.
A best friend, though?
I would say he's our best friend.
Is there any? Well, what does he look like?
He's a drow.
Okay.
He has scars on his face and yellow eyes. So he stands out a bit in a crowd, although he often wears a creepy mask. Kind of looks like an owl.
Yeah.
It's almost like you knew.
Weird.
So that's who
Mind-like.
that's who we're
And
looking
it was kind
for,
of familiar.
but-
It's like you didn't know that, but as soon as she started talking about it,
Yeah.
you're like
Like
an
an
owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I can picture it. I guess we'll be on the lookout for him.
Okay.
Is there anything we should look out from him doing to us? Is he known? I mean, this guy attacked us last time.
It would be he
Bunny.
he's a
Please tell me you're still a turtle, like trying to describe a bunny.
Val is, I think will be a little bit. I don't think I'll be able to reach Val with a hug.
Oh.
So yeah, I would just be careful. It would be best if we didn't have to fight him.
I mean, I'd rather not fight anyone, but noted.
Same. All right.
What kind of interest does he have? Where would we find him in a city?
Drinking, gambling, brothels apparently.
I'm assuming at this point
Fighting
you
pets.
have come onto the shore and you've broken
we're
polymorph. Okay.
I've done that.
So he
Don't you
is
remember?
he is indeed a dragonborn again.
I was a dragonborn when I said bunnies.
So yeah, I was describing going off a list of hedonistic activities that Val enjoys taking part in.
Alright. Alright, well, I guess we should go try to find him and avoid these weird dust people.
No offense, I say to my weird dust friend.
Looking at
He just
the
bows.
looking at the city, does it look like it's normal for it to be on fire? Or does this look very like
Like, should we be
this
more
is
concerned?
new, we should go?
Did they just have like torches everywhere and it's just burning normal?
Yeah, so even though you can see that a lot of these buildings and things are on fire, you don't hear a lot of noise or an uproar in the city. So I guess would that answer your question?
They're all
Yeah.
dead already.
Jeez, Samiko.
Dark.
Memoryless
I'm
Samiko.
kind of taking it all in stride. 'Cause I'm
Says the one
assuming
who
it's the
smashed
next
bunnies
step
into
of
the ground till they
of
were
the test.
lifeless.
What did you say?
I said I'm just kind of taking it in stride because I assume that it's a part of the test at this point. I'm not like concerned that the city's on fire because I'm just like, what? I just fought evil bunnies. Like, what next? Like, I can't really be surprised at this point.
Fair.
Okay. So are you guys going to go?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. As you walk towards the city, you can see that there are a number of different races and things that are enslaved and kind of walking through the town. You can see that shadows walk the streets. Now, some of them like have a form, and they're just walking like towards you or away from you, or they're standing behind maybe a group of enslaved other races. The others you can see are more light based, so they're on some type of surface, like they might be walking, but they're a shadow on the wall, or they're a shadow on the side of a house, something like that.
So they're like actual shadows rather than like dust creatures?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do we see actual beings, like people also, that look like
People.
fully formed people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be on the lookout for any drow the whole time.
Okay. You don't see any. As you continue walking through town, it's almost as if no one here even pays any attention to you. Everyone is either looking down and doing their work, or they're in shackles kind of moving forward. As you get to the center of town, you can see on a lot of these walls that there are wanted signs for Valgave. Pretty much every corner is littered with some kind of poster with a reward for his capture.
It's a normal city.
Right.
You can also see the one closest to the town square. A lot of the pictures of Val have been either ripped off or damaged in some way, whether that's like claw marks through them, or it's partially burned, and portions of it are like dark and hard to read, but they're all damaged in some way. And as you guys continue walking towards the center of town, you can see that like there are a large group of people that are looking up, and you can see Val is kind of like almost crucified,
Oh shit.
like in the middle of town square. He has nails through each of his hands, and he's standing, so his legs don't have nails through them. You can also see that the portion that he's just crucified to a block of wood, and that block was put on to a hook that catches both sides of the wood. So his whole back and legs and everything are exposed. You can just see that there's whipping and whipping. Every time the whip hits his flesh, the crowd ignites in an uproar. You know, they even start to do one of those, like, we'll start here, and the rest of the crowd picks it up.
The wave.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As that continues and you guys continue walking forward, you see that he disappears
Oh no.
from sight. There is a large house about 200 feet north. You all can see that this house looks like... It looks kind of like Philandria's house, in that it is nice and ornate. There are guards outside. What do you guys want to do?
So where he disappeared, what's left? Did the whole scene like melt away?
No, there's still a crowd
There's
there.
a crowd.
There's the block of wood that's still on top of the hooks, but there's no Val there.
Okay. And then I guess I just noticed like my eyes are drawn to this house.
I'd say it definitely stands out. Like it's a lot bigger. It's fancy looking.
Okay. I feel like we should go there. We like gesture to the house. It reminds me of somewhere else we've been.
You have a way past the guards?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Well, I could probably conjure something up. A distraction of sorts.
Okay.
As long as you guys feel like you're sneaky enough to get by, I can try and distract them for a little bit.
When he says that, I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
How many guards are there?
2.
Regardless, I'll still do it. I haven't done it yet. I want to do it.
Okay. So as he casts Pass Without a Trace, you then feel this energy come upon you. Your steps make a lot less sound, and you feel quick on your feet.
So we just want to try and sort of move closer to the house, but kind of keep to the shadows or the crowds and just kind of blend in as I get close enough to make a move whenever he does whatever he wants to do.
Okay. What are you doing, Sumiko?
I'm just following.
Following?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
Thralling performance. So for about a minute, I am going to be weaving a tale of wondrous lies and wondrous stories, telling them stories of past and stories of future, where we have come and where we shall be.
So you're just gonna get in front of the guards?
Yes. I'm going to get in front of the guards and just be talking with them. As I'm talking, I will slowly shift my movement to, rather than in front of them, to the side, so that they, as normal people, will try to, be watching me rather than anything around them.
Okay.
And then they after
So
them,
as you get closer to them, you see that they're both drow,
Mhm.
and you get close enough that you can start to talk to them. You see that they just have dust faces.
Perfect. Even better.
But they do seem to kind of look at you, and one of them is like, "What do you want?"
It's not what I want. It's more what you want. I'm here as an entertainer of sorts. I travel from far, and I travel from short. I travel here, and I travel there. And all that I want is a moment of your time to see if I can brighten your day. I see you guys here working hard, keeping us safe. And I wanted to wonder if I could entertain you a bit as a bit of my thanks for your service.
Proceed.
Do you want me to actually talk for a minute straight?
Start talking.
Okay. So, it was several years back. I was traveling. I went on a venture through the woods, wondering where I would end
Okay,
up.
so while he's talking, you guys kind of sneak off to the side. He definitely has their full attention. They're just like,
After a minute, they need to make a wisdom DC.
okay.
17.
Both in that minute, we're trying
Both
to
fail.
sneak into the house.
Dope. They're charmed now.
Okay. So you can see at this point they kind of put their weapons down. They're just sitting crisscross applesauce. Like,
Perfect.
one of the guys just like, what next? Okay. So
Worth it.
as you guys move to the side, you can see that there is a side entrance to this house.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak in.
It is currently locked.
Can Xena lockpick. Val,
Or items on us?
lockpick.
Okay. I will bring out a mystery key
Ooh.
that I have in my pocket.
I was so curious.
Where did you get this key?
In my pocket.
This is a while ago you got that.
Yeah. I have to. It's in here right now. Right there. Okay. So I put it in
into the lock with authority, and then I jiggle it.
Roll me a D100, please.
Oh! Boom, 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 boom.
You've got a 5% chance that this 10%
10%
chance
chance.
that this key will open the door.
10%.
10%, 5% chance that this
That's
key
rough.
will work 80% of the time.
10%. What could go wrong? 92.
Oh.
I don't know if
That-
that's good or bad.
That seems pretty good.
High
In
It's
terms
convenience.
of
a high number.
out of 100.
You need an 85 through a 95.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
So, as you open it,
What?
Yes!
the door opens.
Oh my gosh.
Clutch.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. So as he puts this key in,
So I'm just like,
he just opens the door.
I'm like, that's useful.
put it back in my pocket. I know.
Okay.
Just like,
Doesn't it like disappear or something?
after it's unlocked 2 doors,
Got it.
I got one more.
Cool. So as you open it, you then see what looks like just a kitchen. There's stone tiles and an island. As you guys walk inside, you can see what appears to be memories. It looks like there are people in this room, people in this house, but they don't seem to like recognize that you are there. They speak to each other, and the first thing that you see is maybe like a 30-year-old Valgave, which is very young.
We bid.
Seems to be arguing with his mother. You see that his older brother Verisgard comes down the steps, kind of puts his hand on his shoulder, rubs it a couple times, gives him a little bit of a noogie, and even though he seems like he hates it, kind of cheers him up a little bit.
Oh.
And they walk upstairs. Do you follow?
Yes.
Sneakily.
Sneakily.
Okay. As you walk upstairs, the first room at the top of the steps is currently the door. The door is ajar, and there's another room on the right side that is closed. There's one room on the left side, and then there's more stairs upwards. Where do you guys want to go?
I'm still just following Tatiana because I have no idea what's going on still.
I listen for a continued conversation or something from what I just witnessed downstairs.
Okay.
Imagine a minute has passed.
Mm-hmm.
I will just tell the guards, I'm gonna go venture inside real quick.
They're like, okay, come back soon though. I want to hear the end of that story. Please. Here's the key. You just open the door, and at this point, you see them going upstairs. So you just follow behind them.
Yeah.
You can hear. Someone that is crying, but they're trying to contain the noise that they're making. So it's like a muffled sound
I try to.
from the door directly in front of the stairs. The door that is currently ajar.
I'll just motion to that door.
We'll go that way.
Okay. You open the door, and you can see what it appears to be like. You immediately look down, and you see that there's grass, and it as you open the door, you can see a scene in front of you all. You can see that there's Valgave kind of his back to a tree, and he's trying to contain himself. Seems like crying. You can see behind him that there is a chariot chariot full of, like, the wheels are broken, and you can see that there are arms kind of hanging outside of it as it's tipped over on its side. Then the door closes, like pushing whoever was there back. Another door opens. Both the doors to your left and right open up. Which way do you want to go? Or do you want to go upstairs?
I'll listen for more muffled crying or any noise at all, really.
Okay. So you can hear exhausted gasps from the left side. On the right side, you can hear what sounds like waves, like ocean waves.
Okay, that's confusing. But I'll motion to the door on the left.
As you all go towards it, you can see there's a masked figure, has on a mask, a hood, and there's a pile of tools that he has up. You can see the same Val gave, but he is just currently chained up, and there are just markings all over his body. You can see that the guy is just like wiping off sweat as he takes off one of the tools, puts it back down. It like dripping blood from the tool itself. As Valgave kind of looks up, his ear partially clipped, blood coming from it. It looks fresh. The door then closes.
Okay. What is going on? Does any of this look right to you?
I think we're seeing moments from Val's past.
You said this was his vision?
Yes.
No wonder the city's on fire. I'll try to listen for more noise, I guess.
Okay. So, listening, you can still hear the ocean waves. And as you kind of walk over to the stairs, I want you to make a perception check for me.
Checks are at disadvantage when I'm exhausted, right?
Correct.
Okay. Says 17. Oh wait, no. At 13. Sorry. Did save instead.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There seems to be some kind of arguing going on. You hear Valgave's voice, but you also hear the voice of another. Sounds like a woman.
Okay. So I'll just lead them that way to whichever door or
Upstairs.
Okay, yeah. Upstairs.
Upstairs is the argument. Ocean Waves is the right door.
I'll go upstairs.
As we pass the ajar door, I want to look out. Do I see anything?
You wouldn't pass it on the way to the stairs.
Okay, I'll just go with
But
Varian then.
if you just want to go towards it, you can.
No, I'm going to go with Varian.
Okay. As you walk upstairs, are you guys going as well?
Yes.
Cool. As you walk upstairs, you can see that there is a drow woman that you've never seen before. She appears to be arguing with Valgate. He looks a lot older, closer to what you know him as. And after you guys kind of walk up, the only thing that you can really make out is her being very upset about not knowing anything about the night masks and about the things that he was doing, her feeling betrayed. And she walks out the door, as you can see him kind of clutch his face. But at that point, you don't see any stairs, and these visions just kind of go away, as you see that there is a solitary door ahead of you. I assume that you go through it.
Yep.
Take a deep breath.
Yes.
You go to open the door.
As you continue walking, this door is unlocked already. You open it, going through. You can just see, it appears that it is a chamber that is filled with spiders and different drow women that all seem to just like have their turn at like torturing him.
Oh.
And he's kind of fetal position in the middle of this area. There are spiders pretty much on every wall, just kind of walking around.
Like normal sized spiders?
Normal sized spiders. But there's so many that they are avoiding you all. And they're avoiding each other. They're avoiding the drow women. They're avoiding Valgave. But there's so many of them that it's pretty difficult to look at an area of this chamber and not see spiders.
It's really terrifying. How many drow are there?
8 in total.
Okay. I'm like hanging back for a second. And I'm gonna say, I think this is the nightmare we need to rescue him from.
Sumiko, you also notice that sitting up on top of one of the cavern ledges seems to be another drow woman who is just sitting and watching.
Does she look familiar?
She does not. You can also see that from her open hand, more spiders are coming out. Like pretty much crawling across her fingers.
Right.
Crawling.
Like she's creating all the spiders in the room.
Grody.
I'm gonna walk up to Tatiana and like poke her and like look up at the same time.
You can now see this.
Okay.
Grody.
And this doesn't seem familiar to me at all either.
It does not seem
Yes.
familiar.
No.
You have lots of spider dreams.
Well, okay. Okay. We need to help him.
How do you suggest?
So he is being tortured by 8 drow ladies right now? Okay.
At this point, you can see that his body's gone, has gone limp.
Oh, good.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go attack them.
How far are all of them apart?
They are all standing within like a 5-foot radius of Valgave,
Okay.
And
which
in
is
relation
about
to us.
20 feet from you all.
I might can get them a little bit closer if we're ready to do this. My stage whisper.
I look around the room for an exit. Do I see one?
The only exits that you see are where the spiders are headed towards. They all seem to be going downwards. And in the middle of this chamber, the outskirts of that circle, there's like holes.
So there are holes that the spiders are running down.
Running down into.
Are they man-sized holes?
Yeah.
Like, could I
They're-
jump down
they're-
one of those
they're-
holes
they're
if
large.
I wanted to?
Yes.
I wanted to run into a pit of spiders.
Yeah.
That's the only exit I see other than what's behind us, like a door behind
Correct.
us. Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. And if we have to, we turn around, we take Val, and we run.
So are we
Because that's what we've
attacking?
done a bunch of times.
What's this that we're doing?
Saving Val.
By
Attacking the people that are attacking him.
got it.
Unless you have a better plan.
I mean, you know him best, and if this is how you believe we need to get through his memories, then I mean, you're the only one that remembers him. So you're the only one that knows him.
We just
Okay.
need to get him out of
I'm just
here.
gonna point toward the roof above these women, between them and Val, and just like slowly pull my staff down like I'm pulling something back, and do a tidal wave coming toward us.
Okay. So, as you do that, you see that just all this water fills this area. It hits them, kind of comes back. You see all of the spiders kind of coming up in the air from the force of the water. And as it's going down, the water's going down into the holes.
Mm-hmm.
As the water starts to disperse and it's done, you see that there are no more women.
Oh.
Even the one that was up on the ledge, she's now gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Val there?
Val is still there, still limp, and
Amazingly effective.
you don't see any spiders.
Okay, so I'm running straight for Val's side then. Feeling for a pulse, like trying to see if he's breathing.
Make a medicine check for me.
Okay. 18.
Still alive.
Is he unconscious?
Yes.
He's unconscious. I shout to the people that might be able to hear him. Anyone?
Fine.
Anyone?
I will use.
Fine.
I didn't realize that they were over there. I'll use healing word on him. Level. Hold on, I gotta figure out what spell slots I have left.
I'm actually gonna. I'll just hold up my hand, little one, and do a oh god, mass cure wounds
Oh.
for everyone because I'm so hurt from the whole.
We're all still hurt.
Yeah.
I'm still in the red.
I'm hurt.
I'm just slowly.
Okay. Go
Oozing
ahead and
outside.
heal everyone. Mr. Healer.
Hey,
Oh
miss.
god, how many is it? Oh, okay. Let's see.
Bum 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 bum.
Okay. It's only 16 points.
Chat says we're coming up as quiet. Can you turn us up?
I can.
Oh god. I don't want this.
It's weird though. We didn't really change anything.
Could just be the setting.
Could be. I mean, we weren't talking super loud, so there's that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let us know how it looks now. We'll try and speak up too.
Yeah, we just gotta. We'll turn up our
Project.
volume here, and we'll make sure
From
that
the diaphragm.
we are projecting
Alright.
from the diaphragm.
Ooh, we are in the yellow.
In such a dreary place.
You guys gotta let us know how that
If it
is.
gets too loud, if it gets too loud, let us know too. Alright.
All right, cool. So, how much is everyone healing?
16 points.
All right, go ahead and heal 16 points.
God
You-
bless.
Already done.
As you feel this healing energy come upon you, you feel a whole lot better.
Oh no.
Did you change colors?
Yes, I'm in the yellow now.
Yay!
He's already
Hey, you're yellow.
Yay.
Dope.
already broke it.
Well, we've had this for.
How's Val
Long time.
looking?
Val is
My little
still
drow.
Unconscious, but he looks to be okay.
But he's still unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get him out of here. And I guess I'll try and hoist him over my shoulder and like look around for help.
I hold up his legs.
He's just Supermaning through
Alright.
Okay. So, as you guys hoist him over, what are you doing from there? You jumping down? Or are you
into a hole?
going back the way that you came?
Into the...
Are there spiders down there?
Looking down the spider holes, there's multiple holes, right?
It's one hole
One hole. Okay, looking
that,
down.
that surrounds this whole chamber.
What do I see?
Like looking down,
Mm-hmm.
it just appears to be a long drop.
I am gonna say out loud.
Like there might be water at the bottom because you see like a bluish light.
I wish Riceman was here to give us a glowing rock.
I use dancing lights and send the light down. I can send it down 120 feet. It is blue. Wait, no, it's the color down there was blue. It is white.
You notice that after 20 feet, you can't see your dancing lights anymore.
Oh no! I can't see it after 20 feet, guys.
But, so it doesn't seem to hit the bottom though, because there's like a blue bottom and it doesn't seem to get
Correct.
to the bottom.
Correct.
Is there
Okay. I think this is the way we need to go.
put a lot of copper
Oh.
coin and drop it in the hole? Do I hear it hit the bottom?
You can see it. It drops about 20 feet, and then it's gone.
Oh. There's something happening at 20 feet.
I'm pulling out a rope and I want to tie it around each one of our waists because I don't want us to get
Separated.
separated again.
Oh, man.
Fair.
That would suck.
Like, now I have to start over.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm wrapping it around Val and I'm holding on to him, giving the rope to everybody else, and then I'm like, are we ready?
I mean, we could. We're doing a rest for a little bit before we move on.
I put Val down.
I'm just saying, this trial has been a pretty back-to-back. I don't know if you have a time limit. I don't know what you haven't described what the limits of this trial are. But I myself could rest.
There's no time limit. I just finally have everybody back together, and I feel like this might be the final stretch.
All right, well, if you
But-
insist, onwards.
If you need to rest
In this house?
for 15 minutes in this,
No, it's
in
an
this
hour. It would be an
spider
hour. It would be
dungeon,
an
Just
hour.
an hour.
an hour.
I mean, it's fairly. The area seems safe now, right?
The area seems safe now. There's nothing in here.
Okay.
So we're taking a short rest.
Correct.
We can wait.
So monks, you guys get your key back because nothing happens in this hour.
I use
Sweet.
Song of Rest, so everybody gets a D8. I roll that for you guys.
Nice.
5. Everybody gets 5 HP.
5 extra HP. And if you're using any hit dice, you can just go ahead and roll those.
Oh yeah, I should do
I'm
that too.
good.
That'd be smart. Those are a
I'm
thing.
very, very green, so.
You guys doing hit dice?
Other than being
If I can figure
tired.
out
What
where,
about either of you?
I'm
No,
trying
I
to find
don't
out
need
where
to.
my hit dice are.
Is there like a button for short rest on D&D Beyond?
There is. It's up at the very top.
You
It
don't
says-
need to use that unless you're going to use hit dice.
Yeah, I do because it'll reset my key.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah.
1d8, and I have 11. And for
So
every
how
long
many-
rest, do you recharge how many?
You recharge half of your total.
Cool. Then I will use 3 or 4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 4d8, and you add your Constitution mod to each of those.
6. Oh shit. 12, 20, 23. And I rolled 4. So, plus 8. Cool. 31. And I used 4. Confirm. I've hit 3 times. Okay. Cool. Hey, max HP. We're back.
All right.
Did anything happen to Val during this time?
No.
Sweet.
Seems to be really out of it.
Meditate. Check in
Pour the
on
drugs.
our little Val every couple minutes.
But his breathing seems fine and
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a medicine check for me.
Hey, 20, not natural.
It seems that there is some kind of, like, he doesn't appear to be harmed in a state that would, you know, continue to have him be unconscious. There seems to be something mental, like a mental kind of block.
I relay this to the party. In case anybody has mental warding or something.
I don't think I have anything that can help with that.
Cool.
I can end it on myself.
Same.
That's great for Val.
You guys are so helpful.
I don't even remember who Val is, right? I mean,
No.
It's the guy in front of you.
yeah.
Did you forget already?
Okay,
Alright, so we're rested now.
so you're now rested.
Yep.
You have each of yourselves kind of, you know, strapped up. Are you ready to jump?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Jumping into a dark pit feels like the right thing to do. So
If something
I'm
really
gonna
bad
do it.
happens.
Who's holding Val?
I'm holding him.
Okay. Does he have a rope
What
around
could
his waist
go
too?
wrong?
Yep.
Okay.
He's got a rope around his waist, and I'm like got him in a bear hug, and I'm like, let's hope this is the end. And I jump
Or not
into the
the end.
hole of the test.
Okay, so are each of you jumping as well?
We're all attached.
I know.
Yeah.
So are you jumping or are you being forced out?
dragged?
I'm
Oh.
jumping.
Okay,
I'm just
so
holding on to Mel.
Oh.
his wings are just like flapping in the air, like. But he has his claws like dug into you, so he's trying to stay on.
I make a tune of like a woo as I fall.
You guys only hear about half of that. After you guys hit the 20 feet, as you're going down, you hit the 20 feet and you see a flash of light,
Oh god.
and you now seem to be at like the start of some cave. As
Oh,
you look
man.
up, you can see outside. It looks like dead grass.
In the cave.
No, this is outside of the cave.
So our backs are to the cave,
Your backs are to the cave.
and we see dead grass, just like a field out in front of us.
Yeah.
How is Val?
Um,
My arms are around him. Or
He-
are
he-
they? How did we land?
you landed on your feet.
Okay.
You still have him in your arms as he kind of like pushes off of you and gives you a look of, and then gets off.
I give him his.
Unties himself.
I give him his personal space very quickly.
Seems very confused. But as you all come into this area, you remember everything.
That just
And I'm
happened.
like, I'm gonna be already talking
You
to
just
Val.
remember everything. Like,
I'm already
you
gonna be-
do not have a block.
I'm already gonna be talking to Val. Like, I know this is confusing. My name is Tatiana. I'm your friend. I'm here to help you.
Shut up, you doofus.
Okay.
I know who you are.
Oh. Okay. You're the first one. Okay. That's great.
Do we remember?
Yeah. You all remember everything.
Do we remember being confused about not remembering?
Yes.
Okay.
Not only do you have your normal people memories back, but you remember what happened in this trial so far.
Well, that was fun.
Fun.
I mean, did you die?
I'm tired.
Luckily we just had a short rest. I'm all rested up.
That does not help.
A short rest. A quick rest.
I need 2 long rests.
What are those?
Okay.
Where you sleep.
What's that?
Is everybody okay? Everybody good?
I mean,
As
this
good
is
as
your
I can
trial.
be.
Are you okay?
I'm alive. So far, so good.
So are the birds in the sky, but are they okay?
I hope so.
Exactly. I can only hope.
We were the birds of the sky.
Not okay.
Very confused.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the bunnies.
I'm sorry about the bunnies.
At the top of there are steps leading up out of this cave.
Okay.
At the top of the steps, you see the same blue aura that you previously chose in the beginning of this cave. You picked between the red, green, and blue auras.
Okay.
You did. This is when you were making con saves.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. You see the
A
blue,
sword.
the blue aura
Okay.
at the top of the steps.
Mhm.
You see that it moves very fastly out of sight towards the left.
I'm gonna follow it. I just feel like I should.
Okay.
I'm running after it.
At this point, you can see from the right side of the entrance to the cave, where you're running out from, you see your scarecrow friend. Kind of like,
Telling me to stop?
yeah.
I'm gonna stop. Okay. Where should I go then? Not that way. Okay. I look around. What are my other options of directions to go?
You are now. You kind of see the same sights that you saw when you came out of Grimrog's lair. Where, as far as you can see, you saw Stonehaven. And Trixon led you there. This time, instead of Stonehaven, you see just this large gray castle. And that's pretty much it. Besides that, it's land all around you. There is sea to the far, far right. And the blue aura is heading towards the castle.
Oh. So the only way to go is the way that the scarecrow doesn't want me to go. Essentially. Okay. Are you sure I shouldn't go that way? Okay. I
He
should go
then
ahead.
starts to walk in
Alright.
that direction.
I'm gonna walk near him.
Okay. As you guys are walking, you get to the castle front. You can see that along the way, there appear to be people just working in the fields. Now, what they're doing doesn't appear to have any effect because all of the land and crops and things look dead. So they're just like tan.
So they're just working dead fields.
They're working dead fields, is what it appears.
It's creepy. Are they dusty?
The people or the fields?
The people. Sorry.
They are not.
They're
They-
people.
They look like people.
They seem like people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking towards the castle.
Okay. As you guys keep going, the castle doors slam open, and a red carpet
Oh wow.
just
I love where it's going.
extends out of the door. Like, couldn't think of that word. It extends out of the door,
I was expecting a
and
ton.
the doors are just wide open. You going?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys walk in, past the lounge area, there appears to be on both sides of you thick glass walls. Through the thick glass, you can see that there are people working in mines. They have shackles on, and they only move and start to interact when you guys are moving. But as soon as you stop to pay attention to them, it's like they freeze in time. And as you guys are walking, you can see that each of these groups of people are accompanied by 5 like fully armored steel warriors with horns who carry very small red whips. As you continue walking, you can see that there's just this bright light moving through it. You can see that a portion of the room, you can see the sky. And the sun, it looks like a slightly punctured cup. Like it's still circular, but there appears to be portions of it that are dripping. As it does, the world is getting darker as the sun drips down in the distance. The ground beneath you, there are tiles, but it's also, you can also see that there are like bundles of dead hay. Like they just, it looks gross. There's another room towards the front. As you keep walking, you see that you stumbled upon what looks to be some kind of factory. There are thousands of workers in here on conveyor belts. They seem to be transporting these small, transparent pebbles into bottles, into boxes, and kind of pushing them to the side. As you can see that there is someone up above, making sure that everything is going fine, working smoothly. And everyone just make a quick perception check.
Nat 1 with that disadvantage.
Yeah.
16.
11.
Okay. You the only person that you notice here is a half-orc. He has like tattered robes on, and he just appears to be working. He looks a lot older. He looks like he's been through a lot. He has scars on his arms, but he just appears to be kind of, doing his thing. You, on the other hand, Sumiko, you notice the same half-orc. You notice that there is a human. You notice that there is a gnome. You also notice that there is another gnome on top of that. And out of these people, the first one is Trixon. The second being Corina, Virian's sister. Duranimus is there.
I don't know who that is.
The older gentleman that accompanied you on the airship ride. You notice him.
Oh,
You've seen his
not
face.
the pilot, but okay.
Yeah, the older guy. And Dane is also there as well.
Oh,
His-
that's a
his-
weird group of people to have together.
His glasses are gone.
They're gone.
You can see that he's like kind of struggling. And
You can't see.
He's looking at the some of the pebbles. He's just kind of feeling around. He's like,
Oh no, Dane!
Doramus is like struggling in his old age. And yeah, that's all you see currently. But there are thousands of people here.
Sorting pebbles.
sorting
And I don't
pebbles.
notice any of the specific people we know.
Not
And
yet.
it's like the half-orc, that I don't recognize him, I just recognize a half-orc with scars.
This is Trixon.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I relay that to the group. Hello,
You know,
Technology.
I'll see those, and
Do we have
they're
our
not
stones?
they're not all together.
We do.
They're just kind of
We
split.
remember we have them now.
So you kind of notice faces as you're looking around.
So are we like in the room with them? Or does it feel like we're still moving through a series of scenes? Like sort of how with the mines, like as we were moving through, if we would stop, everything
You were in
would
the
stop.
room with them.
Okay.
It looks like you were on the ground floor.
And there's an overseer.
Correct.
Okay.
What race is the overseer? Or can we tell?
Looks like, from your travels, looks demonic in nature.
Nope.
So what are you guys doing?
Looks demonic in nature. Okay, I don't like that. I'm going to. How close to me is Duranmus?
He is 30 feet to the left of you.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to him and look in his face.
Okay, he kind of looks over.
Duranmus,
Uh,
do you know me?
Yes.
You know me?
Yes.
What's wrong?
I just thought that you would save us, like you promised.
How did you end up here?
Well, you never came.
Came where?
You never came to help us. And that demon took over everything.
What demon?
I think we're seeing the future.
Where were you?
I'm sorry.
Where?
Where was I supposed to be?
Here, helping us. I have to get back to work. See, looks up. You can see that the demon is like kind of looking down. It's like goes and grabs more and starts working again.
I whispered that to you, then I also messaged it through the stone. I believe this is a possible vision of the future.
Does the demon like acknowledge us? The people do.
The diamonds
The
don't.
demons don't.
Doesn't seem to care that we're here.
Those darn diamonds.
Should keep going.
What did I miss? What didn't I do? How could I have saved them?
Tatiana, this is part of the trial. This has not
I
happened
know,
yet.
but
We can
what-
prevent it.
But how?
It's part of the trial. You're stronger than this. So this is hard to see. One
All
step
right.
at a time.
You're right. I'm gonna keep moving through the room.
Okay. At one point, you can see that you're given stares from a couple of the people. You can see that your mother's here. Other members of Euthorin that you grew up, kind of seeing and paying attention to. Yeah, your mother kind of looks at you and just looks down in disappointment.
So sad. Sorry.
Trixon kind of looks over at you and goes back to doing his work. What are you guys doing?
Getting sadder each step.
Yeah,
each take.
just feeling really, really down.
My normal tune has changed to a slow somber.
Slow slumber.
Slumber.
I keep looking at the people that I know, and trying to make some kind of eye contact or connection with them, but I feel like they don't want to look at me. So I'm just gonna keep moving on through the room, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to learn from this part of the test.
I just realized I don't know Trixon yet.
Yeah, you do.
You met him.
In Stonehaven.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I probably hadn't met him before I met you guys.
You did.
Yeah.
Trixon kind of Stops you, Virion. Why didn't you help her? Why didn't you guys come back like you said you would?
We were delayed.
By what?
By people we thought could help.
I wouldn't talk to your sister if I were you. I'm very disappointed in you.
I'm just gonna avoid eye contact. And can I motion to Mel to go fly over to Karina?
As she does, as Mel flies over and tries to land, Karina kind of sees it and just swats her and continues to sort. Doesn't even look in your direction.
No. Pushing Mel, it's okay.
Mel kind of lands on the conveyor belt and moves over a little bit. Someone grabs her, thinking that she's like, you know, the next pebble. Like they're not even paying attention. They're just mindlessly doing their jobs. And Mel just kind of flies out of there, and comes and lands back on your shoulder.
Oh, Mel.
It's not real, man. I'll just walk away from Trixon. Disappointed people are the worst.
Ugh.
Okay. Lastly, you see that there is one worker at the end of the conveyor belt, the farthest to the north. He kind of puts stuff in, looks up, makes eye contact with you, and then leaves through the open door.
Do I know this person?
You do. He currently has short black hair. It's very curly. He has like light brown skin. His eyes, you've only ever seen these eyes in this person. His eyes are like an ocean blue. He turns, faces you. You can see the tattoos on his left and right forearms. Tattoos granted to a master of the monastic arts. This is Shun Pine. He leaves through the door.
My heart just starts pounding, and I run straight after him.
Okay.
I'm running after
Shun
after
Pine,
her.
and I run.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Still following.
Going with?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go through the room, you can see Shun Pine kind of goes towards this throne and sits. His eyes are closed. He looks at you. I'm sorry. He is more so facing in your direction, but his eyes are closed. You can see that there are 3 weapons in this room. One appears to be a broadsword. The other one looks like a red spear that has like the head of a demon with horns and everything. The last one is a spiked shield, but you can see that as you're looking at it, the spikes extend off of the shield and then like retract, as if they're attached by some coil, like a silver steel coil. As he looks at you, his eyes open, and you see that they have gone from this ocean blue to a deep crimson red. As he looks at you, you can see through his shirt there is a glowing red scar in his stomach as he stares at you.
I know it can't really be you.
Why can't it?
Because I watched you die.
Right in front of you. He stands up, walks over to you, stands about 5 feet from your face.
I want to put my hand on his face.
You feel his face. Is it not familiar?
Almost seems like it is you.
Take out your hand. Put it up for me. He then punches your hand. You kind of get pushed back, remembering all of the days of training. It's me.
It can't be. Why would you be here? This is
To
some
help you.
trick of my mind.
I'm here to help you.
How?
We're going to spar.
No, how are you here?
How am I here?
Yes, how are you here?
I'm a master of the monastic arts. I can figure all things out, one way or another.
Okay.
Do you see these? They're protective scrolls. You get them after you have mastered the monastic art. These kept me alive.
Why didn't I ever hear from you again then?
You're hearing from me now. The blow that was dealt to me was not something that I could easily recover from.
I could have helped you.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. Let's not dwell on the past. What did I tell you about that?
You're right.
Now, we are going to spar. Put down that useless sword. Pick up one of these. This is where we will fight. This is what you will fight with. If you want true power, you'll use one of these.
Is this part of the test?
What are you talking about? No.
I think I should use the sword I was given for the test.
Who told
Hold
you
up
to
the-
use? Who told you to use that?
The wooden practice sword.
As you hold up this wooden sword, you won't be able to do very well against me with that.
If you're anything like I remember, I won't do that well anyway.
Trust me. I've picked these out specifically for you. Use one of them. Put that down.
I don't think so.
Can I see it?
Why?
If you want to use it this bad, I feel like there might be something special about it, and I'd like to examine it.
I hold it in front of him.
He kind of grabs one end, tries to tug. Are you resisting?
What do you think?
I think it won't do well. Here. He goes over to the first. Do you see this? Even though this looks extremely large and unwieldy, it's perfectly balanced for you. Watch this. He starts to channel some of his key energy through it. You can see that the sword starts to light up. One strike of this, heard. Try it out.
Try me.
He puts it down. He goes over to the red spear. He's like, what about this one? So he puts his key energy into it. The demon's head just opens. There appears to be fire forming out of the mouth.
Oh shit.
What about this? Will you use this one?
You can try to use it against me.
I have my own weapons. He puts it down. Goes over to the shield.
Ooh.
And this one, as he twirls the shield around, you can see that the coils are all coming out, and it presents like a unique display of acrobatics and defense, but offensively as well. See, twists it around and holds it. The coils come back. The spikes. How about this one?
It's not really my style. Remember when you taught me that my greatest power came from here?
Puts the shield down. You sure are stubborn, you know that? His eyes just get like a burning red.
Okay.
I'm like trembling immediately as soon as I hear that voice.
He kind of walks back over to the throne and sits down. You know you did this, right? This was all because you weren't strong enough to face me.
I know.
And you left everyone behind on this silly trial to think that you could do something. And you all are just as bad because you went with her. How dare you believe in something like that? I won't even make you part of my army. Worthless. You're like pieces of shit flowing up creek. As he then sits back in his throne, in his chair. He looks at you again. At least there's one thing I got out of this. This sure is a nice host. He then kind of relaxes a little bit. Tatiana, it's fine. Come here. He gets up and extends his arms. Come give your master a hug.
Do I really have to fight this face in order to get through this?
All I want is a hug.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I'm telling you what to do. Come closer. He then starts to walk towards you.
I'm just like frozen,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, my hand is like tight and like sweaty, like around my practice sword, I'm just like completely tense.
Okay. He looks at you, standing about 5 feet away from you. All you have to do is give in.
Ooh.
Embrace me.
I'm literally holding my sword in between like me and him.
What did I tell you about that sword? Pick one of these.
Back away.
You all claim to be her friends. advise her on what is right here.
Think to the stone. Val is with us, right? Tell me your detective thoughts during any of that.
He did not.
Ah.
Maybe you should now. And then I'll just like, I'm sorry, I don't know you.
But she does.
And we do know you appear to not be right. Despite your best interests, you do appear to have hostile intent.
All I ask is for her to embrace me and take a weapon that will help her.
But why?
This is all a test after all, right? As you said. As you mentioned.
So why take up the weapon? Why fight you? Why embrace you?
What can she do with that that she can't do with these? He points to the three weapons.
Well, for one, she currently has it in her hand.
Something. No.
Sumiko's just gonna say through the stone, "You do you."
You do you, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Can I insight check him to see
Sure.
what up? Okay, I'm gonna choose a couple of lucky dice here. My disadvantage roll. Okay, that's pretty bad. Yeah. 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. He appears to be very genuine. But you can see that kind of deep beneath these red eyes, there's some hostile intent.
As Luke said.
I'm going to use...
His right arm is kind of towards his sword. It's kind of just like hesitating around it, as if he wants to grab his sword.
I'm going to use counter charm, so all of us within 30 feet have advantage against being frightened or charmed.
Okay.
I'll relay that to the group, mainly Tatiana.
That
That
he seemed.
he seems hostile.
Okay. I'm still holding my sword out, right in between like our faces, because he's like 5 feet away or whatever.
Tatiana, I trust you, no matter what you decide. Word of inspiration.
Alright, you get a D10. Looks at you. Tatiana. Little red. You really want to take up arms against me?
I really wish that I could believe that it was really you. And with that, I'm bringing the practice sword over my head, and I'm slamming it down onto his.
Wait.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Ooh. You get that inspiration?
Oh no!
Oh, that's a good
no.
one.
A 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. As you bring this down over him, you can just see
Freaking out.
you can just see him kind of going for his weapon, and you were just too fast. And as soon as you hit him in the head, it feels as if you have a normal sword in your hand, and you're piercing through him.
Whoa.
And as your blade goes through and your strike ends, he doesn't look damaged, but he looks at you, and you can just see just blood rolling down his
Oh my
face.
God.
Oh no.
You see him kind of look at you, How could you do this? He falls to the ground.
I'm gonna actually like collapse on the ground next to him. I'm just so confused. And he said that he was using him as a vessel. He said that, right?
Yes, he did.
It's not him.
Yes, it's not.
And I'm like looking at him. I'm like holding his face, and I'm like, it's not him. It's not him.
As you turn him over, you see that he's not bleeding from his face. His eyes are blue and still open, but he's intensely bleeding from his stomach as you hold him.
Does he appear to be alive?
Yeah. You see he's kind of, it seems like he's dying.
Okay.
As he looks at you. You did it.
Did I do the wrong thing?
No, that was the right thing. Goodbye.
I miss you.
He kind of appears to be going for a nod as he just goes like this, but doesn't bring his head back up. At this point, so you're holding him, you see that you're now holding your practice sword. And as you look down, you can see that the tiles beneath you are ice. And you look up, and you see that the large dragon kind of slides his hand, removing his hand, stepping back, and laying down. Underneath where his hand was, you see a small jade coin.
Hey!
As he looks over at you. Good job. It seems you've done it.
Thanks.
It feels like it's been a long time. Did we get your name, O Great One?
I am Zanor.
Well, Zanor.
I've been positioned here, and I work with Jian Qi. I've been assisting her ever since she helped us out in the battles against Tiamat. I owe her my life. If there's anything that you need, I will try my best to help you. I will not be leaving this peak, but I'm a wealth of advice.
I first just go for the coin because shit. So I'm gonna pick it up and look at it and pocket it, and then
You feel an intense amount of like key energy while holding this.
mhm.
It feels as if maybe 10 to 15 monks just put energy into it. It feels intense.
Okay.
Kind of pocket that.
Do you know what we are to face?
I do not.
Okay.
All I know is that Jian Qi sends up those that she feels is worthy. And I stop at nothing to test that.
Well, what's the easiest way back down?
I think I've got us covered.
Okay.
Before you go, I would like to reward each of you. I think that clearing a trial such as this deserves some kind of treat.
The trial itself is always a treat.
Fine, I guess. Then you don't need
That
any,
one.
so you don't need any reward then. All right. Well,
It's all materialistic.
you can go down via that path over there.
I'm just
No,
saying.
we want a reward. It's
Oh.
just, yeah.
I-
Loot may not need one.
I know.
I
I'm just
don't.
saying. I am thanking you for the trial itself.
Do you want a reward or not?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously.
Then you need to be playing with your talk boy.
It's understood.
What?
It's understood.
Okay.
Playing with his talk isn't exactly Lute's strong point. Talk is.
Work on
Just
it.
not playing with.
At this point, he looks over at the pretty large pile of gold and treasures that he has amassed in his time. And at this point, he kind of leads you over and picks out something for each of you. That's where we're going to pick up next game.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Loot for loot. Next game.
Okay.
Okay. I'm fine.
Thank you
everyone.
guys so much for tuning in.
That was intense.
Yeah, got a bit intense there, but it is what it is. Appreciate you guys for coming out, and well, thank you, Sage.
Also want to point out, Scraticus made a comment about your t-shirt earlier and how it's nice that you have that so you don't need a description of who you are on the overlay. So, he was a fan of that. So
Sting like Ray said, "Woo."
Feel that.
They wanted you to attack.
Oh man.
Attack him. Yeah.
Oof.
Attack the dragon? Or-
No, attack Shunpine.
Ah.
That was hard for Tatiana. That was the ultimate test for her. I'm gonna want to talk all about this in Insight Check because that was a mind fuck for Tatiana.
Which leads into our next point, that tomorrow we do a rebroadcast of this episode. So if you want to watch it again, or if you have any of your friends or anything that want to come out and you want to introduce them to it, send them my way, and we can talk and stuff. And then on Wednesday, I'm glad. I like intense things around here. On Wednesday, we do an Insight Check stream, which is basically all of us talking about random things that happened in the stream, maybe how our characters were feeling in the moment, and getting more into the minds of the players and how they make their decisions and everything. And we answer questions from chat. So it's definitely a lot more interactive, because I think you guys deserve that. And we want to answer the questions that you guys have, and yeah. Also, Val is a rock through it.
Unshakable. That Val.
That Val. You know, that's probably how he would have handled it. Just
Yeah.
like silent contemplation.
Mort!
He would have done that actually. Like try and smile through it even though he's feeling things.
Yeah.
Good job, Mel. Good stand-in.
Yeah, good
Great,
job, Mel.
great Val. Pushing Mel, you can come anytime.
Pushing Mel.
But yeah, we will have another giveaway soon. So stay tuned to our social media pages. And thanks for watching. Appreciate you as always. And have a good Sunday.